Indiana Jones, Indiana Jones, Indiana It's a podcast about Indiana Jones. Every movie, 1 minute at a time. The Indiana Jones Minute.
So a lot of people who listen to this weird show we have reached out over the last several months while this movie has been in development, asking if I had heard about the Backrooms coming out. And yes, I've long been a fan of this stuff. And people might be wondering, why are you guys talking about the Backrooms on an Indiana Jones podcast? But if you have been a member of our Patreon group, our Anything Goes podcast, we've talked about liminal spaces and liminal horror several times over the years. And so when this movie came out, it felt like a very natural thing for us to discuss because we'd sort of discussed many aspects of this movie even before it came out. So
it seems like it was made for you as far as I can tell, because
it kind of was. Yeah.
You were the first person to ever bring that up as far as I know, like the whole idea of liminal spaces and stuff. So
well, I was thinking I'm probably the oldest person interested in this.
Oh, really? Is it a young person's
like
game?
Yeah, it's a very much a young person's thing. It was funny, but I went to see this movie twice so far, and every time both times I've been the oldest person there by at least 25 years. It's definitely a younger generation thing. But we should introduce. We have a special guest, Jerry, this evening.
Oh yeah, in the role of Jerry Porter is our old friend Mark Meeting You Campbell.
Hey,
welcome.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for inviting me. It's great.
Wearing a
of course
pirate peg leg.
Yeah. Can't see it on my desk here.
Bugging out eyes. It's very disconcerting. But yeah, Jerry hasn't seen this movie, and he's driving somewhere. So we figured we'd have Mark play Jerry for now. And don't worry, Jerry will join us soon enough.
And we should say this movie. Yeah. Tom.
I'll say it. Because we're going to spoil the heck out of this movie, and who knows, maybe we'll even start talking about Disclosure Day 2. So
we
if
can't.
you do
Mark
not want
that,
to,
so we don't
we can't. Never mind.
We're
no,
saving
Mark,
that for
Mark
another
is
one,
freaking out. If you could see him,
worked
oh my
with some
God.
of the several people on that movie, so we have to hold off on talking about that.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So we won't be doing that. But if you don't want Backrooms spoiled for you, we'll be talking about it for 20 minutes, half an hour or something.
Skip to the weird music and then Tom's going to insert a timestamp right here.
Just about 38:50. That was the sound of me when I'm sitting on my couch editing, yelling out a number.
Yeah.
But when you get to about that number, you'll hear some music, and that'll be your cue that we're done talking about the movie, and Jerry's probably back, and we're talking about, I don't know, how to use toilets or something. What do we usually talk about on Anything Goes? I don't know.
Pete, I have a 15-year-old daughter who knew all about this before I went and took her to the movie, and then we saw it a second time the other night just to get ready for this. And I just kind of want to know the decision that you made to have a 54-year-old man on to talk about this podcast as opposed to its target audience, which is my daughter.
She said no. She didn't want to join us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we could not afford her rate. And so, fortunately,
so is it like
you were much
Pokemon
cheaper.
Cards? That's all you need.
Is it a young person's thing because it's like people are posting stuff about it on Instagram and things like that I don't understand?
No, I think it's. I've been thinking about this a lot because liminal horror, I think, came out of this whole like sort of creepypasta. Well, it did come out of this whole, TikTok trend where people were posting liminal images and weird sounds and music behind it. And it has very much become a touchstone of I don't know what is your daughter's Generation Z or
good Lord,
whatever.
She must be labeled.
Or in 2011.
The teens to the 20s, and I've wondered a lot about why they're so drawn to this. And maybe we should talk about what liminal spaces are. First of all, liminal spaces tend to be images or pictures of a place completely devoid of people, usually a place that you're familiar with, often at a strange time of day, like a McDonald's ball pit in the middle of the night, or a train waiting room, or or even like the Windows startup thing with the Green Hill is a liminal space. But they evoke feelings of dread or nostalgia, but they evoke very strong feelings in people. And so it's become a sort of a thing over the years. And over the years, one of the genres of liminal spaces online has been this thing called the Backrooms. And this guy, 5 years ago, who was at the time like 15, started making these YouTube videos of the Backrooms that were just absolutely incredible. And somehow 5 years later, he's got the #1 movie in the country several weeks in a row.
So the stuff that he was filming, was it like defunct office spaces and things like that, or old mall? Like, what was it like literally that he was filming?
Well, he's done a couple things. My favorite thing he's done is he did a series called The Oldest View, which is all set in malls, or not all, but mostly set in dead malls. And it's way scarier, I think, than even the Backrooms. Really? He did everything in Blender. Like he rendered all of his stuff. Like he didn't film this stuff, a lot of it, with a camera. Like, it's just incredible ability, like the stuff he made with it.
Wow.
He wrote a lot of his own music, and including for this movie.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Young whippersnapper.
So Pete, you were aware of the, so I texted you guys as soon as my daughter told me we have to go see this movie. I'm like, okay. He's got pretty good taste. I've nerded her out. She watched Perfect 4 the other night. And so I'm like, okay, I knew nothing. I knew it was an A24 horror film. So that's usually A24 is his stamp of quality. And I knew nothing about this. And then after the movie was over, she not only was telling me like, Dad, do you hear that song? Isn't that Boards of Canada playing the closing title song? I'm like, oh my God, it is. And then she told me the whole, like, she's been watching these videos. I guess I'm being a really great dad monitoring her.
Now you find out.
So she knew all about this. I knew nothing. So, and then that's when because I knew about you and your love of liminal spaces. So the question is, were you aware of this and had seen the things before the film came out?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Yeah. And the funny thing, this is one of my least favorite genres of liminal space, but this movie I love so much.
When you say genre of liminal space,
there are all kinds of crazy, like, different dreamcore, or like people have all these vaporware, like all these vaporwave, like people have all these different imagery things that they make videos about. Where
I feel like we're going to have like a glossary of terms that people are going to Google.
It's a very, there's all this stuff. But I mean, it's like
a podcast. If you
imagine our parents listening to us talk about Star Wars, and it's kind of like that. Like, it's all this sort of incomprehensible stuff, but it's all like, there's so much depth to it. And one of the things when you watch these, a lot of these are YouTube videos, but then when you watch this movie too, the amount of depth in this, and that every single thing in the movie means something, and everything's a puzzle, and you can spend hours and hours like trying to decipher every single clue. And what did this mean? How does this tie into the lore? It's kind of incredible. Like, it's not very often you see a movie that has that level of depth to it.
Yeah. The movie was, I love the movie. The movie was very cool. Very, very, very disturbing to me. It was very, I think I said to you, Pete, that it's one of the few movies that I've seen where I was like, oh, this is actually what a nightmare feels like. This is actually kind of like David Lynch is very good at like very dreamy things, very nightmarish things. But this like felt more, you would wake up from this movie and you'd be like, oh my God, what just happened to me? That was awful. I just can't wait to walk in the sunshine and just shake that off. But I loved that about it, even though it was scary.
Like, every generation has its own horror, and that horror is usually a reflection of the cultural anxieties of that generation.
Sure.
And when you think about the demographic of people that really have gotten into this, it's people who've spent almost their entire lives online. They spent their formative years during COVID. They've sort of processed the world much more through a lens of emptiness online rather than in places filled with people. Yeah. And so the horror reflects that. And I love that, because it's just, like most genres of horror, they reflect the anxieties of the age.
One thing I took from it before I began to piece it together, and the second viewing really was really beginning to piece a lot of stuff together. Plus, I'd been looking at things online and all that, but there were a lot of things. I'm kind of a light sleeper, and I dream like everybody else, and I will remember my dreams for about 5 minutes after I wake up, and then after that, I don't remember them at all. But what I do remember from this film, and what affects my dreams, especially if I've had a stressful day, not unlike today, and everything going on in my world, is that they will be reflected in my dreams after, when the next morning I wake up and it's like, oh, well, I thought about that because I had that thought, or I was worried about this or worried about that.
Yeah.
And so when I begin to see things in this film, like the ship wheel, embedded into the wall multiple times, or furniture kind of strewn about the back rooms, or even strangely elongated or strangely bended furniture, because your dreams are not a full, they are kind of, and when you wake up from, sorry, I'm looking out the West Seattle Bridge, and there is a car the shape of a banana with people on top riding by.
Sure. You were saying?
There we go. There we go. Welcome to Seattle,
Everybody's
everybody.
immediately asking, am I dreaming this?
Sorry, I meant my
What's
office.
up with Mark?
I found it oddly on point for how our dreams reflect our previous days' thoughts, worries, all that sort of thing, and extremely accomplished for a 20, maybe even 19 at the time.
How do you know this? How does he know this much at that age? It's crazy.
I was just like, at that point, I was just trying to figure out how to coax somebody into buying me beer at a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
But it's kind of amazing. Like when you think about what a dream is, and it's the same thing of what a memory is. And there's this thread through this movie that the Backrooms is remembering things, and things become distorted. But it's the same way that our brain works. Is every time you remember something, you're not remembering the original thing that happened. You're remembering the memory.
Yeah.
And so the more times you remember it, the more distorted it gets. But in a memory and also in a dream, say I have a dream that Tom and Mark and I are going to 7-Eleven. In the dream, Tom and Mark and 7-Eleven and I are all just me. So
Right.
in reality,
Yeah.
the dream is empty. And that's sort of what this kind of horror is that when you look at the world, it's devoid of everything but you.
Yeah, you're just bouncing around in a room of you with other yous that don't look like you.
And everything is your distorted idea of what you think it is. Mm-hmm. And it's incredible. Like the level of psychology in this is insane.
Yeah. It's you're walking back to your car, and then you're going to bed that night, and then the next day you're eating some cereal. You're like, oh my God. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, now all right. I wasn't thinking this, but now I'm thinking this. Okay.
I definitely was thinking about this film for the moment we walked out of the theater, and we sat through the entire credits. I often do, but Celeste, my daughter, stayed because she loves Boards of Canada, because I twisted her arm into loving that band, and and they have a new album out that includes the song that's on the closing credits. But instantly I thought, this is my favorite film I've seen in a theater in God knows when.
Me too.
Yeah, instantly. And then leaving it again, not last night, 2 nights ago. Same thoughts, just like, man.
Yeah.
And it's like I could go see it again just to experience it and to try to scratch at the little mysteries along the way.
Yeah. My son, when it first came out, like this and Obsession came out kind of close to each other.
Yeah.
And Mandalorian and Grogu was out at the same time, and it wasn't doing very well. And my son, who loves Star Wars but also ended up loving this movie, he said, he was like, isn't it kind of too bad that these two out of nowhere totally low budget horror movies are beating a Star Wars movie? I'm like, no, that's awesome. That's the way it should be. Star Wars had its time, and it'll probably rise again someday, but It's incredible that you sit through this movie and you're like, oh, I haven't seen this before. What a nice thing. That is great. This is new to me. Somebody created something new. Thank God.
It's not a sequel. It's not a retread. It's not something harkening back to 50-year-old people's childhood. It's
But what will this spawn, and what will the imitators do?
I'm always thinking, what wrong lesson are people going to take from the success of Backrooms?
Well, what's amazing is they already have
pulling 15-year-olds off the street and giving them cameras and.
Well, they already have $100. Like they have been for years. Like the Backrooms has already spawned, like well before this movie came out. There have been competing lores of this movie for years, like because so many people were drawn to the original subject matter that so many people made. Their own movies and their own stories and everything about it.
That all originated with Pete Mummert.
I wish it had.
Yeah, Pete is leaving the show because he's got a script now. He's going to go nuts with it. There's another aspect of this thing that is, and I realize we're not spoiling the movie at all. We're just sort of talking about it, which is fine. But there are moments in the movie at work. At my job, I've been dealing with a lot of AI images. And like creating AI images and like trying to, and aiming for photorealistic, acceptability and stuff. And it always doesn't work. Like there's always something wrong and there's always something weird. Like, oh, this picture's good. Oh, that kid doesn't have an arm. Or, oh, that guy doesn't have a face. Or, oh, that guy's got two faces or something. And so there's stuff in this movie. And you're right, like you're saying, Pete, like it's kind of a memory of a memory. It's not quite right, but you can't quite say exactly what's wrong about it, or it's obviously wrong. But it's sort of also familiar. You can see like the Backrooms is sort of going for the reality of an office space or something, or a chair or a person, and it's not getting it right. And that I'm sure there have been articles written about this that I just haven't seen. But like there's definitely like a sort of AI kind of squishiness about the psychology of this movie too.
Yeah, because it's literally reflecting our world, just like the Backrooms is reflecting, the people that come into contact with it.
Yeah,
I've totally begun to look around and to experience things a lot differently. My nephew, I think Pete, I sent you some photos that my nephew has taken in Germany.
So good, yeah.
Train stations and buildings and airplanes and things like that, and I didn't even like think about the liminalness of it, but that's what he was going for without even telling me, and just the other day, and I think I texted you this photo too, of I was taking my older daughter she's a couple of years late to driving, but we're trying to get her a license before she goes up to Canada to go to college. And so there's this 5-story 1980s office building in West Seattle, which is kind of a suburb of Seattle, and it's going to be torn down in a year or two for a light rail station. And as you go up to the floor where she takes her test, there is just a hallway with a corner off another hallway and just empty rooms and everything. And so that's that photo I sent you in case you were wondering what the heck is this space.
That's awesome. So good.
Around for all this, and so.
You sent some photos. You saw this movie at a local theater to you that had this amazing, I think you said originally 1910s artwork of this admiral, and it was all nautically themed.
From the 40s. That was the 19 remodel. Yes.
And it reminds me so much of the stuff in this movie. Like it.
Oh yeah, that's
just this sort of weird surreality to it.
Yeah. Yeah, and the auditorium that we saw it in this last weekend. The theater has, the theater was one big 800-seat movie theater, and in the 70s it was split down the middle, and they put curtains up all around all the walls, and then they did a remodel to turn it into a quad, because they had to survive because it's an independent movie theater. But when they took the curtains down, there were aquatic murals because the whole theater it's called the Admiral Theater. We're in West Seattle. We have a Navy Yard across across Puget Sound and everything. And there's mermaids and mermen and everything on the walls of this theater that were uncovered. And so when they remodeled, they at least left one wall in each auditorium.
I love that.
That's cool.
Uncovered but without any sort of explanation. So the auditorium we saw had a curtain on one wall, but on the right wall there was a merman just kind of with a trident, So But yeah,
That's amazing.
Well,
but sadly, theaters, unless hopefully everybody's going to movie theaters because like theaters are turning into liminal spaces. So,
yeah. But speaking of aesthetics, like all three of us survived the 1990s, the early 1990s.
Oh,
and
man.
I never thought that the early 1990s had an aesthetic or a look or a vibe. And then I saw this movie and I was like, oh my God. Not only did it have one, this movie nailed it.
Yeah.
I was elbowing Celeste and like, look at that couch. My mom had that couch. And I'm sure the set decorators who were shopping for this film were just ball finding all this stuff.
Can you imagine how fun that would be? That's just a pure nostalgia trip.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good.
I thought it was does anybody have an opinion as to the choice that why it took place in 1990? And I mean, my thought is no cell phones, so you can't cheat there and have.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But just why not have a period piece in the time that I was getting out of college?
I think part of it too. The original videos take place in the late 80s and early 90s, and it's the company Async that you see in this movie opened up, like they discovered or invented, people go back and forth on, which the Backrooms in like 1987 or 1988. And so that it sort of started then in his first movies online. So I think he's
So I was going to say, a 15-year-old wouldn't have any connection to the 90s at all.
No, I think for him, it's just something really old.
Okay, that's cool.
It's like probably something his parents talked about. We had pictures from his parents.
Yeah.
It's like it's like George Lucas making, well, not even American Graffiti. This was older than that for him. Like it's like it would have been like us as kids, trying to make stuff from our parents' youth because we thought, oh, this is cool. Our dad was talking about this all the time.
It also makes me just think about things like certain old James Bond films or things like, wouldn't it be better if these things were just done back then when you didn't have all the technology to help you out right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I keep wondering about the hero. Well, I don't know. I'll call him the hero of the movie, the main character of the movie,
Clark.
Clark, who I love. He's awesome.
He's seen him one of the most dislikable characters of all time.
That's the thing. Like you walk in, you're like, okay, he's a great guy. He's got a problem. He's in therapy. His marriage isn't working out. He's whatever. He's got these problems. He's frustrated and stuff. But after a while, you're like, oh, he's seriously maybe not just messed up, but he might be I don't want to say a villain, but like,
he
might have been like,
very much.
He was probably abusive to his wife. He probably, who knows what he did. There's a version of him in his own mind that, is a towering, weird, lumbering monster. And that's really interesting. That's, because he is likable, but then by the end of the movie, you think back to the beginning of the movie, oh my gosh, this guy's been like seething the entire time. He's been like, he does that commercial as the pirate, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the angriest person I've ever seen in my life. He's trying so hard to just get this damn thing done and put some spirit behind it and everything, and he's so furious and just so close to blowing his stack.
Little Jerry Porter in there, but it's
maybe that's why Jerry hasn't seen the movie. It's like, it's too close to home.
Unlike Jerry, and this is a major.
It goes back to just Kane Parsons' maturity as a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Like even watching this as a 20-year-old, I don't think I would have caught on to any of that sort of psychology.
Yeah. And then
the idea that I mean, this is a major spoiler for those who haven't seen it. If
we warned you
to see it. But like the idea that that's his ex-wife, like one of those still lifes, one of the people in that room at the end with the red hair is his wife that he murdered. And then you find out that he also murdered his assistant Kat and cut her head off and put it in a refrigerator. Yeah. Like things start getting like there's something seriously wrong with this guy.
Yeah.
But then you start wondering which guy is Clark. Like is
Pete, here is a thing, and maybe this is the film. And I know we're into spoilers territory. I didn't ever think that he murdered his wife. I thought that was just the dream image from him of his wife.
That's possible, yeah.
I got more of a sense that he might have been abusive, and that she was afraid of him, and that he was more of a monster than he was taking credit for in the relationship, and she had every reason to kick him out, and he was, he was a victim of his own, wrong-headedness. I don't know how to put it, but yeah. So I don't. Yeah, I didn't get that he actually. I'm not even sure that he killed his assistant. Like,
I never thought that either. Actually, look,
her head's definitely cut off, and it's in the fridge.
Yeah,
poor kid from shrinking. But what are you gonna do?
Who do you feel like would have killed her if Clark didn't kill her? Because this is a leading question.
I mean, there are other monstery things in the. I mean, again, maybe they're all him. Like maybe it is a version of him that killed her and the other guy, the other assistant.
Oh, maybe maybe Pirate Clark was around this whole time for the whole movie.
That's where I was kind of going with this, because one of the weird things you see is when you see, when Mary's escaped at the end, and they're, they spray her with the spray, and they walk past an operating room, and you look in and you see Pirate Clark on the operating table. Yeah. But if you look carefully, you see that he has a brain. You see there's like a scanner, and it's showing his internal organs in his brain. Really? And the still life characters in that room do not have those things. So what we might take away from that is that it's possible that the Pirate Clark is the real Clark.
Oh man.
And then things get even weirder. That's
what got me started. I there's the idea. I don't, I haven't read about this or anything. I don't know what people's theories are, but like it almost seems like the entirety of the Backrooms, the whole thing that these people are studying and everything is all Clark. Like it's his thing, and that's it. Sam's shaking his head no. Sam Taylor here, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't want to be on the show, but he's shaking his head firmly no. I'll pick his brain about that later. But it does seem like everything that's in there is from him. Like even before he gets there, like it seems like you see this stuff at the beginning with like somebody else, like somebody who's from that team or whatever. The very opening of the movie, somebody's trapped in there, and something that seems like in retrospect could be that pirate monster is after him.
But then I could. What if I took your Everything's Clark and raised you Everything's Mary?
Oh,
that you see Clark parodying her words when she sees her. Everything in there is she's seen his commercial on TV.
Oh, so all of the stuff. Oh, so
he was her patient.
Backroom versions of him.
It could all be her, like because you see her mom. Oh, man. You see her, when the camera drops to that incredible shot where it drops down like 5 levels through the levels of reality of her apartment as a kid. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's more and more messed up.
That's what I love is there's not a definitive answer, and they're like every one of these ideas could be true. It's cool. Like how often in 2026 do you walk out of a movie and you could talk about it for days and days and days and not scratch the surface? It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
There's the last shot that is her, like a messed up, copy of a copy version of her sitting in that room we last saw her in.
Way to spoil the movie, Tom.
I said there were going to be spoilers, and you didn't fast forward to the whatever number I said earlier. But that makes more sense to me, not understanding things completely, and my son will probably disagree with me. But that makes more sense if it's Clark with a memory of her sitting there. Because why would she have a memory of herself? Although Clark had a pirate version of himself. I don't know. I'm trying to decide.
But see, you're also sort of getting around to the idea of one of the main theories about it is almost like a Jorge Luis Borges in the Infinite Library is that the whole world, the Backrooms is the whole world.
Oh, okay.
Like we're all in the Backrooms. Like it's everybody. It sort of reflects all of us. So you find yourself in it.
Okay.
Whatever distorted view.
Wow. So we all have a drawing of a doorway in our basement somewhere.
I'm not even going into my basement tonight.
I'm in my basement right now.
And so, what do you guys think of as far as when we talk about horror films? Back when our generation was growing up, when this sort of thing came out, was Friday the 13th, Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe not counting John Carpenter's Halloween because I think that's a different level, but what is horror and what is scary? Because this is not a slasher fic. There is a little bit of violence, but it's all fairly tolerable. There's a lot of suspense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what is a horror film these days?
But there are there's the typical, I won't say typical like it's a bad thing, but there's the usual horror thing of there's a monster around the corner. There's something scary around the corner that I can't quite see and it's coming to get me. There's a lot of that in this movie, and that's very effective and scary. And the pirate is basically a monster. Like he's like somebody said that like some people were complaining that they show him too much. I'm like, no, I love that they show him a lot because he is so disturbing, and it's a great design of a monster, for lack of a better word. Mm-hmm. You can look directly at him and it's still scary, and it doesn't lose anything in like the, don't show too much of the shark sort of way or anything.
But he was never on the screen long enough that you could just get a really good look at him.
Although he sinks his teeth right into the guy, and those big eyes are just kind of looking around at nothing. Oh my God, that is so upsetting.
The sinking the teeth in thing, I didn't even realize until the second viewing, and then after I went down a rabbit hole on the internet after the second viewing, was when he was taking a bite out of his little friend there at the table.
Right. Yeah. You can eat all of them, including him.
That's called give me.
Careful what you eat.
No. Does anybody? Can you all connect this to Indiana Jones?
Absolutely. No.
Yeah, I know you can do it.
Okay. Wait. Something never-ending story, which I've never seen.
They were both set in the Bay Area, Marshall College and Clark's Furniture Store.
That's Pete's own back room right there.
I'm going to throw it out there. Okay. Catherine, played by Lukita Maxwell, is the daughter in Shrinking with Harrison Ford.
Oh, of course. Okay, yeah.
She is part of the store employees. She's the assistant manager, I believe.
Yeah. And she gets her head cut off.
Yeah.
But it's preserved well in a fridge.
Yeah. Well,
so it's okay to avoid
shrinking.
Oh.
Yeah.
That there's that scene that the one scene that really creeps me out. There are a few scenes that creep me out a lot, but the one that really creeps me out is when her boyfriend is on that tether and he's filming in that room with all the laundry.
Yeah.
And he pans over with the camera and you see his shirt that he's wearing.
Yes.
But there's a copy of it in that pile of like bloody laundry with it. It's just like, oh my God.
I didn't even see that.
I did see that. I know there's a lot of little bits I missed, but I did see that.
But I didn't put two and two together that now I need to watch this again. $17.
And then the weird cat thing when she's like, what's the story when she's in that, when he's running, he's fleeing and she's fleeing and she runs in a different direction and they get separated. And then he goes into the pool room and she's on the other side of the wall. It's just I can see you. It's like a window.
Yeah.
And it brings up this whole question. There's this idea of windows throughout this movie that I haven't quite wrapped my head around, like what it means. There's the window and the mural. When Clark calls Mary and says, "I've opened up that window and crawled out," or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then her mom begging her not to open the window ordering not to open the window at the beginning.
Yeah. Stuff like that pool room scene where you just don't know what's going on and it's deeply disturbing. And that's another thing, like to your question, Mark, about like what is, how is this horror or how does this fit into other horror? Like some of the scariest movies I've seen are David Lynch movies, which are not horror movies, but like there's things in them. There was just this deep shuddering sense of dread. Like, oh no, something weird is going on. I don't know what the upsetting thing is that's upsetting me right now, but I'm deeply upset. And there was a lot of that in this movie too. So it's like, it's not a slasher flick. There's not gore and blood everywhere, but it's, and there's, questionably there's monsters or not, but, it's more of like there's the dread. Like, I don't want to be here and I have to be because I bought a ticket.
I really highly recommend people watch his YouTube series, The Oldest View. And his name's Kane Pixels on YouTube. It's not Kane Parsons.
Okay.
But
good.
I don't want to spoil anything about it, but it really redefines to me what horror is. And it's way scary. I think it was way scarier than this. It was like that one. I've been having trouble sleeping.
My daughter has seen them all, and I asked her when we left the theater, so should I watch this? And I got a lot of things on my list to watch. And oh yeah, you need to watch this. I'm like, it's a YouTube thing.
I'm curious though, because Mark, you're a very accomplished filmmaker. I didn't mean that as a funny thing. But I'm curious, like, what do you feel when you see someone this young that's just like exploding onto the scene?
I am excited. I mean, really, when you see what's coming out, like, do we need a Masters of the Universe film?
Apparently.
Like you need to be trying to light a spark in all these properties that these studios own, and then um, just seeing that over the last few weeks, the two highest grossing movies, one is I haven't seen Obsession, and I have been not looking at things about Obsession because I want it
Me
to be a
too.
complete surprise.
Yeah.
I will see it in the near future, but I just haven't. My daughter is wanting to go see it with me. I said, no, you're too young. I have no idea what this is about.
Yeah.
And and Backrooms were taking the top of the box office, just based on pure concept and creativity, and to me that is just an exciting time. We went to see Mandalorian and Grogu. We had a fun
Sure.
time because we were with our buddy Jason and his
Hey.
5-year-old son, because he was like pretending he was, doing a lightsaber that didn't actually show up in the movie. But but really, these knocked that out of the park. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
like, it's amazing what you can do with $10 million or 700. Obsession was $750,000 budget.
Wow.
I produce TV commercials quite often that have a bigger budget than that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you can't even get that sort of stuff done. So,
And you know what? To anybody who's saying like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's doing better than like a Steven Spielberg movie or a Star Wars movie," George Lucas held the record for a time with American Graffiti as for the most profitable movie ever made because it cost so little and was such a massive hit.
Yeah.
what was the budget?
I don't remember. Look it up. Give me some lookup music. Mark. Hang on.
I'm podcast.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. My buttons aren't working. What is this?
I'll have you know I have that on Laserdisc.
Well,
That's a
American Graffiti?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I often
That's a good
think
thing to have
like,
on Laserdisc.
I mean, Star Wars has to be my favorite movie, and that was the most formative thing in the Star Wars trilogy. But I still feel like American Graffiti was his greatest movie. Like that was his.
In a lot of ways, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, this could be similar to Star Wars moment. Star Wars,
Yeah.
all sci-fi. Sci-fi wasn't a box office thing until Star Wars came out, and kind of, even George Lucas thought he had a failure on his hands.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And it also
what
had
happens.
a very word of mouth, like, oh my God, have you seen that new movie? Have you seen that new movie?
oh yeah.
Yeah, and like this Backrooms thing seems to be like, I mean, horror can often do really well if done right, and it hits the right audience and everything. But it does if it is coming out of like a youth internet sort of culture thing already happening, and then you make a good movie out of it. That makes a lot of sense. That it's taking off like this.
Yeah. It's exciting. I'm thrilled. I can't wait to see where some of this new stuff's going.
And I think the another thing that excites me about this is that it's both between Obsession and even Mandalorian and Grogu going into the theaters, and Backrooms, is that people are going back to the theaters. And this last weekend, Toy Story earned something like $180 million, and
Oh yeah,
so it's like these things are rescuing the theatrical experience, and
yeah.
going to see Backrooms in a dark theater that you can't pause the movie or anything like
Yeah.
that.
There's no relief.
Badabadoo, la papa dagadu, ba chat, bagadadu, da da bagadadu, ba ba badadu, da da badigadu, ba ba badadu, da ba badadu, ba ba badadu, ya bagajaga bugu, ba badadu, ya ba badabadu, ba ba badadu, ya ba badadu, ba ba badadu. Hey, it's Sully. I'm bored. I'm driving to Palo Alto. Ba 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 da da do ga ba ba da da di da da ba da da do ba 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 da 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 di da da do ba 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 da.
Give me a battleship move.
Oh, okay. I'm waiting. Hello.
I know. You need a new one.
Yeah, I do.
Mark and I are playing Correspondence Battleship, which I ripped off from Dan Lewis.
That's funny.
He started 2 months ago, and I'm waiting for a move.
I have a battleship, my half of the battleship set up on the table, and I'm waiting for somebody to come in and be like, "Oh, who's your opponent?" Like as if I have like a chess set up or something like. Oh, he's Mark Campbell out in Seattle. He's brilliant. Oh, I see he's using the Fleischmann's Gambit, trying to, collect his battleship over by his carrier. I see.
I like you're playing all these people, Mark. You're like a really, really, really slow version of the girl that goes to like play all those street hustlers and like in chess in the park, and she beats them all like one after the other. But you're just doing it really, really, really slowly.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, the Fleischmann Gambit in Battleship?
Oh yeah.
What is the Fleischmann Gambit?
I don't know. We'll find out. We're gonna find out the hard way, Mark.
Just so you know, when my kids were a whole lot younger, there was a restaurant that's gone, but it was very family friendly before, where they had a little play area, and you come and you order your bean burrito and stuff like that, and bring your games, hang out with other families. So we would do that, and so one day we brought Battleship, which we had been playing, and so I brought Battleship. And we were playing, we had it all set up, and me and my daughter were playing Battleship, and I get to this point, and I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I got to go to the restroom. So I go off to the restroom, and I come back. And we start playing Battleship. I score, one mine hits a C, one of hers hits a C, and then one of mine hits a C. And then the next thing I know, she hits one of my ships, and then she hits one of my ships, and then she hits one of my ships, and she hits one of my ships, and she hits one of my ships, and as it turns out, my wife had taken a picture of my side of the board.
Oh my God.
Open the whole time.
That's sick.
Wow.
And so, I'm looking over my shoulder just to make sure that Jody isn't behind me when I'm playing Battleship.
So that's where she is.
Okay.
Anyway,
there we go. That's my opener, Jerry.
That was beautiful.
No, but I do have a some of these lovelies coming to some of you sometime.
Oh, nice. Postcards galore.
That, man. I love it. I love it.
That's gorgeous.
I mean,
who just sent us the thing that there was some I know some cards that are coming to you, Mark, from Mike DiMaria.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just got one from Italy from him.
Oh, see?
But he posted it in the States, so.
No, it's not as fun.
Cheap.
What a failure.
Yeah.
Sad. I think next we should play Correspondence Don't Break the Ice. We'll see how that goes. Mm-hmm. But I also, who sent us, maybe it was you, Mark, who sent like a thing about a kid, like there's some league of postcard senders or something like that, like some society of people sending postcards, and they had, none of you know what I'm talking about?
Our buddy Ken sent something to me. There was a video about that. Like there's
maybe that was it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I've definitely gotten compliments from people saying, that sounds so fun. And it's like, well, I'm support this podcast, and they'll send postcards, and they're like, oh, that sounds cool. And I say,
I support this other podcast, and they don't send postcards.
It's
less cool.
Then I start sending them back. And anytime a postcard, I mean, aside from the slightly inappropriate postcards that do show up at my house sometimes, postcards, you got a card, but they're like, oh, that's kind of cool that you're doing that. And it's like, yeah, hey, people, let's, communicate through old timey ways. So.
I do have to remember that you have a house of daughters sometimes before I send a
card.
One will
be out of the house soon, and the other one gets it.
Right. Okay. I'll try to be a little more couth. And so will Jerry, but not Pete.
Yeah. I don't think you need to worry. I think you need to worry about Dan and Mike. But
oh, sure. Those scumbags. Jerry, where are you coming from? You were just out doing stuff.
I was up in Ventura recording.
That sounds like a lie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, doing rat-a-tat-tat, drummy
drum.
Oh, yeah. Drum. Yeah.
You'll say like, oh, I'm in the studio, I'm recording this. You're like, okay, he's like with a band or something. Like, oh no, you're just recording your cymbals.
My own cymbal. Yes.
That's fun.
It does. Yeah. I get it.
I didn't mean to call it fun. I'm sorry.
No, I know.
Mark was talking about playing Battleship, and I was wondering, what was your go-to game night game as a kid?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry was a good solid one. I don't know if I was drawn to Sorry, but it was like, yeah, sure, I'll play Sorry. Why not?
Sorry, wait, okay, so real quick. Sorry was you circumnavigated the board,
Correct.
right? And
There were
if
four
you-
different colors. It was
and if
Yeah.
you rolled, and if you landed, the point was just to, it was kind of like a Magellan thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you went around the board, then that guy got
Oh.
retired.
Yeah, he made it home. and
as
stayed
long
there.
as no one landed on him.
And then you'd say sorry, and then the person would have to
Yeah.
go back to home and start over.
Okay,
Dude,
wait.
and,
I have a fantastic question. What is the difference between Sorry and Trouble?
Or Parcheesi.
Are you dead serious? Are they all the same thing?
Parcheesi, sorry, is just a ripoff of Parcheesi.
But then is Trouble also?
Well, hang on. There's
Okay.
a lot of doors open here. A lot
I
of
know, I'm
windows.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Parcheesi, you went up. Remember the square? Like you went up towards the center. Did you not?
Yes.
Like you went
Oh.
up. It wasn't circumnavigating so much as it was like almost like as if you're going up like ascending a ziggurat or something.
Yeah.
Circumnavigate and then hit your entry point and then go up just exactly like sorry.
Okay, wow.
And then Trouble, you're nuts, Tommy. Trouble, it had the Pop-O-Matic bubble,
Of course.
which is very different. And also, I think Trouble, you went in and then you came back out or something.
Oh, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
What kind of a
Yeah.
knucklehead am I that it didn't know that it had the Pop-O-Matic bubble? We go in and up.
You didn't even know? Wow.
But if
Jeez.
the whole point
I
was
didn't even notice. Went right past me.
if an adversary's piece landed on your space, you got like quote booted back home.
Yeah.
Kind of
Is it-
like like a death of Magellan in the Philippines or whatever, where he was like killed. He was sorted to death.
So it's like more aggressive Sorry or something? Like you're actually causing
Magellan?
harm to...
I'm imagining them going sorry as they
Sorry,
kill him in
Miguel.
the surf.
Yeah.
How did that bubble ever survive in Trouble? Because you like mashed it down, right, to make the dice
You didn't,
pop?
no, you could give it a gentlemanly press, and it was designed to pop just from the pressure. You didn't have to smash it, but I'm sure a lot of people did.
Well, now, was
Smash
that
it.
the beginning of us sort of relying on AI?
How am I supposed to roll these dice by myself? My hand hurts.
You can't. They took away, rolling dice, and they gave you this thing that you just pop. You don't have to roll. You don't have to shake.
No,
you don't have to-
Yahtzee did that. Yahtzee
Yeah.
had the barrel.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It didn't count unless it's in the cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Trouble, like the whole thing was the Pop-O-Matic bubble, and I mean, I don't have to watch the commercial right now on YouTube to know that was that was sort of the entire, that was the gravity
Yeah.
of the whole game.
That's the one
Yeah.
with the Pop-O-Matic bubble. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the game that had it all, I thought was Life.
Oh.
I think I played Life a lot 1 week in like 1976, and I haven't played since, but I have very fond memories of it, and I don't remember anything about except the commercials. You mentioned the commercials, Jerry. There's like decisions. Oh, payday. Lawyer's salary, please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow.
But
The
it had a
weird thing
really cool thing where you'd spin. It had like a spinning dial, and then it had like buildings.
Yeah.
It's like a little architectural set.
There was like
yeah.
like a topography to the spinner, right? It was like
Yeah.
kind of like on a like built into a mountainside or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you picked a car, like a color of your
that's
car,
cool.
and you drive around.
And they had little
the-
people in it.
And
Yeah.
the car had up to 6. You could have. Well, first of all, let's get one thing out of the way. You got married when
Yeah.
you were like 8 years old in the game of life,
Yeah.
because it was maybe one die roll, maybe 2 die roll or spins.
No, there was no die roll. You
It was
spin the-
it was
you
a
spin the
spin.
dial.
I think the
Yeah.
spin go up to 10 or 12. What was it?
I think 10.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And you could spin it, and you were married within the first 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
That's hot.
And then you just like load the car up with kids.
And then you had room for four.
Like, oh,
four-
great. This
Yeah,
is
you
fun for
had
10
room-
minutes.
Rosa.
That was it. Yeah, you load the car up with kids, and I wonder if you had more. Did you then get a second car?
You better. If you know what's good for you. I don't think so. I
I don't remember getting a second car.
It was like a Woody, you know, it was like you fit like 8 or 9 kids in
It
there.
was, yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing. Did you guys ever play the Mad Magazine game? Which is essentially Monopoly, but you're trying to lose all your money.
Yeah. And,
it was awesome.
and it had like funny faces on the money.
You. It was whimsical. Yeah. I've come to appreciate Monopoly later in life.
Did you
That's
like
a good game?
Did you
My
like?
kids don't have the patience for it.
No, I mean, you can't get through a game. It'll go on forever. And in theory, it's fun. Or like on your phone, it's fun if you have like an app or something. But
We also tend to cheat when you know, somebody has to leave
Although the game is, I think the game is made to encourage cheating. Like I think it's sort of.
Oh, maybe
you try to develop capitalists.
Called Monopoly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not called like trust busting.
Right.
Or build trust.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. They should have, you know, maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to come up with a second game called Trust Busting.
I was looking at my shelf of games over there.
But it was originally meant to be that, Jerry. Like, I think the original was kind of a critique of capitalism. It wasn't a celebration of capitalism. It just sort of
it was illustrating like what is happening to capitalism. Yeah.
You know, what does remember Community Chest? That somewhere in there is like, oh, they're talking about your wife, Tommy. No, but remember when whenever they
what?
No, whenever they I always wondered, like, what did that represent?
Yeah.
There was chance, and
it's like the town's petty cash.
What was the difference between chance and community chess?
Yeah.
Like,
I guess chance you could end up drawing from the community chest or giving to it or something totally different. That was like just one of the options that would happen from chance. I don't know.
Did community chest ever have a bad outcome? I don't think it did. Chance could have a bad outcome.
Yeah. I think they both did.
Oh, yeah.
Because community chest couldn't say like you are taxed $85 or you.
Yeah, you would have to give into the chest. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go to jail.
Yeah.
What a nightmare. Why do we play this game?
When you're playing it, do you have... Is there a common theory? Like, Tommy, you talked about the Schleichman Gambit.
Yeah.
Is there one of those for Monopoly?
There is. I've heard about the good people at Stuff You Should Know explained to me that statistically speaking, the best property to own, I forget what it's called. I only know the colors, but it's orange. Orange is like statistically you land on it the most. So if you own that, you have a good chance of
it's like St. Charles Place, right? In New York Avenue and like those
St. James.
St. James,
It's at the far end of jail. So if people end up in jail, and
they
there's a good chance that on their next roll they'll land on one of those. Yeah. Yeah. So remember that, Jerry. That'll be the Jerry's Gambit.
That's
cornering the market on orange.
But it's I see. So you're saying should you land on that, you should buy it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And you should try hard to own all of that.
Whoa, according to the Monopoly Companion, Community Chest was Atlantic City's forerunner of the United Way.
Oh my God, what?
It is fitting then that community chest cards are most likely to give you money. I'm not nuts.
No.
They're most likely to give you money.
Most likely to, but not guaranteed to.
In Atlantic City, Community Chest was located near Pacific Avenue. Therefore, it is fitting that Community Chest space is near Pacific Avenue on the board.
That's plain weird.
They're usually next. They sit next to free parking. Treasure chest symbol was the board not added until 1946. Alrighty.
Son of a gun. Hey, you know who else is weird?
2-1
Beckett. Sorry.
You know when Tom's getting bored when you go,
no, that is Tom is getting
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Hey, you nailed it. What I mean by, is that we should thank all these beautiful people. I mean, we have one of the beautiful people sitting right here with us. That's fantastic. Welcome, Mark. I'm glad you could stay here. And this is like you were a guest on the Tonight Show, and now you're like one seat down on the couch, and all these other people are going to come through.
Charo
and sit right
is
next
sitting
to the
there
desk.
now.
Yeah, Charo, Rodney Dangerfield, Burt Reynolds.
I'm really hoping for Ernest Borgnine.
Ernest Borgnine's there with the secret to vitality and youth. It's going to be eye-opening and enlightening. But yeah, we want to thank all of our beautiful patrons, beautiful people like 2-1 Beckett. Speaking of postcards, he is another nice person who sends nice
He's
postcards.
a delightful correspondent.
He is. We also want to thank 57 Degrees North. Project Hail Mary audiobook is the best adaptation.
Oh.
Highly recommended. All right.
Okay.
Very cool. I need to see that movie again. I saw it once, and I think I wasn't exactly in the right mindset for it, and I liked it fine, but was surprised by how much I didn't like it a lot.
Same.
Oh, really? Okay. Maybe it's just
I need
maybe
to
it's
see
just
that
the
one
movie.
still.
Maybe it's not me. Let's also thank, Airport says, celebrate America's 250th with the Captain America Minute. I can't think of a better way to celebrate the 250th. What's it called? What's the by and a half centennial? Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, there's Tommy. Yeah.
We also want to thank
300.
Wait, what?
Let's talk again at 300.
Yeah, we'll meet back here. Do you guys remember 200? 200 would seem like a big deal, or maybe it was just me as a kid.
I do remember.
That seemed like a really big deal.
It was.
Yeah. Everything was red, white, and blue.
I feel like part of what I remember is The Simpsons talking about it. Like The Simpsons talking about the parade of tall ships. And I'm like, oh yeah, the parade of tall ships. I don't remember the parade of tall ships, but I do.
Yeah.
You know what I remember is I decked out my bicycle in streamers.
Oh yeah, with streamers between the spokes.
Streamers, and like somebody put like a like one of those like I don't know triangular paper hats on me.
Aw, that's festive.
Like the
Jerry.
Curious George boat hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and there's like a couple of pictures of me, and there's like streamers in my coming off the bike candles, and I have a hat on, and I'm making a face because I'm staring in the sun. It's one of those. It's like you
you're a
remember
little
you used
rascal.
to take a picture and you had no idea what was going to come out.
Yeah.
Like it's
a month and a
developed,
half
and there it
later,
is.
you're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's what I look like. All right.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that's really weird.
Nailed it.
Did you guys
I had a booger the whole time.
Now everyone knows.
Did you guys put playing cards in your spokes?
I never did that. To the
Baseball
point where I think
cards?
it's a myth.
Yeah,
I did.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
It
I believe
made
you.
like a motorcycle
it did
noise,
the
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I just made that sound with my mouth as I was riding my bike. Here I come.
You
Hey,
totally did.
I'm sure I'm joking, but I'm not joking. Apparently, Pete would have been happier if Indy died drunk in the gutter. People are still mad at you, Pete.
That's the kind of guy he is.
Movie is, This isn't even like an Indiana Jones podcast anymore, and people are still mad at you.
You know what? We haven't talked about Disclosure Day yet, but I will say I feel like I might have enjoyed Dial of Destiny better if Spielberg had done it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
I feel like it might have been lacking a little spark or something.
I could say things, but I'm not going to say things because Mark's sitting there and he hasn't seen the movie yet. But okay. All right. Hey. We also want to thank bands with the best album covers. For example, yes, Pink Floyd, Iron Maiden. Did we have this before?
I
feel like
think,
this is
I think I did. Yeah.
Varietals
a version of
before.
this. Yeah. It's a good question, and it bears repeating. And
I can name one band, but I'll just keep my mouth shut for Pete's sake.
does it rhyme with?
I like how Tom's. That's a hard one to rhyme, Tom.
It is. Yeah. No, I agree with you, Mark. I know where you're going, and I agree. Yes has some really good ones. Pink Floyd. I mean, people say it all. Oh, music was better in the 70s and 80s because you had album covers and you could look at them and think. But that actually really was true. You spent a lot of time looking at album covers, and something like Pink Floyd, like "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd. You're like, that guy's on fire. And he's bent over does that mean something that he's bent over just a little bit and he's trying to shake that guy's hand? Like, oh, and the edge of the thing is on fire too. What does that mean? Am I reading too much into this? And like you just, and you're almost missing the album because you're looking at the
What's
cover
crazy is because there was, nothing else to do except swing from a tire.
Right.
Then you did put so much more effort into these things. Now I understand we didn't have a choice. I totally get that. But you would sit down and consume these things.
Yeah.
But you would literally sit and read the entire cereal box. And so they would put stories. They would put stuff on the cereal box to read. Can you imagine today, like sitting down and reading in their box of food?
Nothing better to do. I would put forth from the era, Styx, I think, had quite a few.
Oh, sure.
Covers, especially like Pizzas of Eight and Grand Illusion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And but then my more new wave sort of high school days, I would say Depeche Mode had a lot of great album covers as well.
Oh yeah,
Old Red Rose and things like that. So, but Rush has a few.
Rush has a few. Rush really does. Permanent waves.
Blah blah blah.
We also want to thank BD. And we also want to thank, best first listen of an album ever.
Whoa.
We had that one last week, I think.
I think we did, yeah.
But I like that Jerry was completely ready to
Jerry's
tackle that anew.
he's like a Groundhog Day kid. Everything's like for the first time.
What
over
a great
and over again.
I'm a Groundhog.
Now I want to hear Mark's.
Oh yeah. I'm still thinking you
Go and look at him.
I would probably actually my memory, it doesn't go back tremendously that far. There's a couple of things. So I had an uncle, my mom's brother, who was a big rocker, and he started giving me records, the first records that I had that were not kids records. So he gave me Heart Dreamboat Annie. He gave me Heart Dog and Butterfly. And the Heart album that has Barracuda on it, that was probably one of the biggest, like, that was probably one of the biggest openings for me ever. Like, oh my God.
That's awesome.
But he also gave me Moving Pictures, which I would say hooks you in immediately from the first track. And then, and he also gave me Styx Grand Illusion. So I would say those things kind of hook me in, but in my non-child world, I have so much music I like from all sorts of spectrums. It's really hard to just pinpoint.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I had a cousin who sounds like do you say uncle? That was your uncle who did that? Yeah, I had a cousin who got me into all this stuff, and speaking of Pink Floyd, he made me listen to Dark Side of the Moon, and I thought that was really, really cool and crazy. And I was a little kid. I was like, 5 or something. And that kind of blew me away. So, yeah.
Harry?
There you go.
I don't know. I'm just kind of rolling through it. I mean,
you're supposed to say you're multitasking.
I'm no.
We don't. No. We don't.
Interestingly, we had more singles or 45s. If you guys remember that as kids, we had a lot of 45s. My cousins left when we moved into their house. They moved out of the house and they sold their house to my dad, and we moved into the house. And they left the Beatles, Easy Rider.
Oh wow!
And Fresh Cream by Cream, like they just left them there, so those were records we had inherited. And what's crazy? I mean, they were probably those records now were probably from like 1975. They're probably the original prints.
Yeah.
So, I listened to Easy Rider because it was like, record, and he's riding. I mean, I have seen the movie. Yeah, but you know what I mean? And the record was black, and you're like, oh, put this on. So there's my answer. Sorry. I have to think, Mark, with you, you're talking about moving pictures, and the album art is famous, and they're, it's literally moving pictures, and it's a play off like movies. But then Power Windows, Rush's album Power Windows is, the guy is turning away from the TV with the remote, and he opens up the window looking outside. It's like really one of my favorite album covers.
That is a great one. It's yeah.
But I'm trying to think, what other Rush albums are a play on words like that? Either a
Moving
visual
Pictures.
one. Well, I just said Moving Pictures.
Did you say Moving Pictures?
But like Signals and the dog and the fire hydrant.
Signals,
Permanent Waves.
Signals because the dog is getting a signal from the fire hydrant because it smells like the fire hydrant. And then Permanent Waves because there is a wave coming over that is a real picture kind of adapted for the album cover.
Yeah.
The young lady wasn't there, nor was the I forgot the guy across the street is one of their managers or something waving.
And her hair is in permanent waves. It's the dew and the situation at the same time.
Oh, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Hemispheres. There's a naked man and a guy in a suit, but there are these two separate hemispheres of a brain on the cover.
2112 has a giant 2112 on it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's like a pentagram,
makes you
right?
think.
Yeah,
It makes you think. That's very satanic and like Black Sabbathy for that area. You know what I mean?
At the same time, it's not. But
no, I'm not saying that's accurate. It's just that the image that they chose.
They wanted to give the parents something to panic about.
Yeah, exactly. They wanted to.
So Caress of Steel. Sorry, and somebody nudge Pete when we're done with this. But
no, Pete just drank a can of black paint. He's all right.
So Caress of Steel is kind of a golden sort of image of a man, like a kind of a Gandalf figure at a waterfall, and that's all in kind of bronzy gold. But
you're hitting all the hits.
Yeah, but it's called Caress of Steel, and apparently the album cover was supposed to be steel colored. Like the album cover, like the metallic parts of the album ended up looking bronze on the album cover when printed, but they were supposed to be kind of like a gray sort of.
No way.
Gray.
So is that? But was that one of those ones like you?
And it was a misprint. And they just said, well, fine, we'll do it.
So is that the sort of thing you're supposed to be like, oh, that's sort of not something you would enjoy, like being caressed by steel?
I haven't thought about that, but
I'm looking at explain counterparts to me. Is that sexual?
No, counterparts, there's a screw and a nut. They are counterparts. So
now, if it were a French fry and a donut, that would be different. That would be a little more sexual.
Wow.
And you could make a case for
that. But no.
Okay.
I've got an opposite for that question. I've got a worst first listen.
Oh. Okay.
My mom had an 8-track of Roy Orbison.
Yeah.
And as a little kid, it was incomprehensible, and I hated it. But like when I got older, I was like, "Oh, this is amazing." But it was like one of those things when you hear as a kid, you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh, this sucks."
That's fair. Yeah. I don't need this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you came around though.
We had the Bee Gees live.
Ooh.
It was a double record set. I think it came out after my mom took my sister and I to the Bee Gees. We saw them in concert for the Tragedy tour.
Oh, wow.
I think this was the live album that accompanied after, or it might have been the live album that accompanied before, but it was just, I found it as, just didn't match up to the magic that was Bee Gees' Tragedy album. So.
Tragedy!
I had a hard time when that song came out.
Oh, why?
Well, they're talking about tragedy.
That is sad.
Yeah.
Who wants to think about tragedy, let alone sing about it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you're like it's like because it's the Bee Gees. They sound amazing. But at the same time, they're singing about a lot of stuff going on that's like horrible and terrible.
Well, and in the future, when you would consider the three Bee Gees and then Andy Gibb, and 3 out of the 4 of them had premature deaths. It is a tragedy.
It's foreshadowing.
Oh, I'm really tragedy when the feeling's gone and you can't go on.
That does sound really sad.
It's tragedy when the morning cries and you don't know why.
Oh my goodness!
It's hard to bear with no one to love you. You're going nowhere.
Oh my God!
Okay, now wait a minute. But the first
pop
verse,
music. What's going on?
The first verse, I told you, and you guys scoffed.
But they sing like angels.
So it begins. Here I lie in a lost and lonely part of town, held in time in a world of tears. I slowly drown. Going home, I just can't make it all alone.
Right.
But sure. Tell me it's disco.
Wait, what's the sound I make? Huh. Or, wait, what was
it? Yeah, so you know it's a tragedy. You can't do it, can you?
when they say all these things and then they say it's a tragedy, is this the opposite of that's amore?
Yeah.
Dude,
when you wake and you don't know why you said
it doesn't get better. I mean, tragedy when you lose control and you got no soul. It's tragedy.
When you're trying to get through the list and the guy keeps reading lyrics, it's tragedy. Yeah.
And the guy keeps saying,
Yep, that's tragedy, Stamp.
Hey, listen, we also want to thank Better Batman. We want to thank Brady and Brent from the Dune Sea-Doo dealership. How would we get a Sea-Doo from the Dune Sea-Doo dealership? I want to thank Brian and brother Scott and Brighton, once and future champion, and Chris and Christopher and Cosmo the Cougar and Crazy Sockman and Cubs fan, whatever the heck that means, and Curtis. Oh, and Mark, you're going to appreciate this. We have a new buddy who's joining us. You know him from the Ditch Diggers roll call of heroes, Damanon Garza. By your command, Damanon Garza is joining us over here. Welcome. And we also want to thank Darth Patreonus asks, what fad did you partake in that you wish you didn't?
Jams.
For instance, I wore camouflage in middle school.
Podcasting.
Podcasting did not go the distance.
Jams. I wore jams.
Wait, what are jams?
Oh, those were horrible. Those were like those culottes that had flowers on the side, like all over.
What are you talking
flower
about?
patterns.
Yes, exactly. What were jams? Tommy, you and I went on vacation, and I wore jams, and it was jams like JAMZ, I believe.
Oh,
they had a giant label that said jams, and people were buying, like they were having their moms sew stuff out of floral print fabric, and they sew a giant label that said jams on them.
That's exactly
I'm so cool that
right.
not only was I not cool enough to wear them, I wasn't cool enough to notice.
Anybody have hypercolor?
Oh yeah, was that the one where you touch like?
Oh, the
heat
sensitive stuff.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I knew I could have had that.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
That's I don't know. It's Freezy Freakies. How about those?
What's Freezy Freakies?
Those gloves, they would change color in the cold.
Pete, you mentioned podcasting, so I want to just kind of take over here and just repeat back something which was one of the funniest things that Tom Taylor has ever texted me was yeah. So a friend of mine, a producer friend of mine who will never listen to this, he is trying to get a podcast off the ground. So he was like, do you know anybody who does any podcasting? So I said, oh yeah, okay, yeah. And he goes, and it's like, okay, yeah. So
this is how you don't get off the ground.
Yeah. So he's like, so it's like, yeah. How do you get a podcast off the ground? How do you get, how do you get famous podcasting? And then Tom replied back, it has to be 15 years ago and you already had to be famous.
I stand by that.
It's one of the wisest words of all time.
Yeah, because it's not 15 years ago anymore. But if you are famous, you can start a podcast tomorrow and it'll be a mega hit.
Yeah, those truer words never been said. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty wise when I want to be.
I saw a thing where the Washington Post started a podcast, And it had like,
Oh, really?
Like 4 of their main writers, and they were pulling in like 30 listeners or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was
That's
like,
surprising. Wow.
yeah, I think it's a very saturated field.
I really appreciate that. He said he wore camouflage in grade school.
In middle school, yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
I don't think I ever did camouflage.
I had one camouflage shirt, and it was 1986.
Did you
not
feel
do
like
any
it,
fads?
Did you feel like it made you harder to see, or did you just wear it because it was
Would you sneak up
No,
on
I
people?
mean, the irony of it is you're wearing it, and it's a fad. You're wearing it to feel seen.
Yeah, in a linoleum kitchen.
Like monochrome gray Cleveland, where the only thing you're going to see is the camouflage.
Yeah,
that's the only green.
There's that wavy green guy coming at us.
Camouflage is like a gray mackerel.
We also want to thank Dave and David and Destination Rancor Maine. And did Monkey Man have a crying Rancor moment? After realizing he killed his own monkey. Oh my God, that's a great question.
Oh,
that's a fantastic question.
We got the crying Rancor keeper.
Yeah, did he find that out?
He must have. I mean, I guess. That's a really good question. Like, he may have never seen the monkey again, and maybe he put 2 and 2 together or something. Or
do you think he sent the monkey in there and he said, I knew that monkey was soft, and he didn't.
There's a strong case that he didn't care at all about the monkey. The monkey was just like a tool to him.
Here's the thing: like, often people who train animals are being incredibly cruel to the animals.
Yeah. Whereas
the Rancor keeper doesn't seem like he did a lot of training. Like, he may have just let the Rancor do his thing. Like, he may have actually been the one good pet owner.
You can't.
Do you think some dog owners? Some people say like, well, the dog prefers his kennel. That's his safe space. The dog sleeps in a kennel, and that's where he feels protected. Do you think the Rancor was like that? That was just the Rancor's kennel.
Yeah.
He wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't imprisoned. Like, where would he normally live? Like in the woods?
The woods of.
I'm sure there's a Star Wars comic book.
I'm sure there's a Star Wars, exactly. I'm sure there's
a day in the life of a Rancor, or like his backstory, like what his life was like before he got captured and brought to Jabba's palace.
Well, let me. Is the Sarlacc like indigenous, or did he migrate there?
Oh God, how would he? The Sarlacc?
Yeah.
It's like a great big. He like lives.
Well, it's kind of interesting because it's the Sarlacc pit. But is there a difference between the Sarlacc and the Sarlacc pit?
Or is it? It's kind of a thing in Star Wars because there's also the asteroid whale thing.
Yeah.
Like, was there a pit and he just moved in? He was like, "Oh, this is perfect."
Or did he dig his own pit?
Yeah. Or is he the pit?
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. But is he like he could have been the Sarlacc
something to think about while
Mountain?
you're being digested for 1,000 years. Am I in a
like
pit or am I a guy who is a pit?
It's like a Bob Hope joke from sometimes life's the pits.
And sometimes you're the pit.
Yeah, sometimes you're the pits.
We also want to thank, do you have a favorite pen and why is it the Pilot G2?
Wow.
Pilot G2.
I used to care a lot about. I always liked a fine tip, a very fine tip.
I
pen.
do too. You know what? I can tell you my most disappointing pen has always been the Fisher Space Pen. Because I always feel like they don't write very well. They're the ones that you're supposed to write upside down, like NASA.
Yeah,
like you're in
I had
space.
one of those.
But whenever I've had one, they don't. Like, the ink doesn't come out very well in any direction, like upside down, right side up, underwater.
You got to be in zero gravity.
I guess so. Yeah.
I kind of have to wonder. Does the guy who wrote in? Does he work for Pilot Pens?
I have to assume so.
Actually, I'm looking at it.
I like the Pilot G2.
I do too. This is a very sexy pen.
Yeah.
Now I gotta see.
Yeah,
is it the kind that you tip over and the clothes go away? Is that what you mean? I'm gonna be really disappointed in a sec. Oh.
If you go to Spencer's Gifts today, do they still have those? Is that still a thing, or is that only a thing in the 70s and 80s?
I mean, that sounds like what you did after you listened to the album and you
after you read the cereal box, all you had left was
Especially after you look at that Herb Alpert whipped cream album cover. Then you go look at your
sat
pen.
there and you're like, oh, wait, turn over the pen again.
Turn over the
Don't
record.
come in here. I'm turning over the pen.
Where's the goddamn pen?
I have a rather exact answer. It's these pens right here. These are from the Opus Hotel in Vancouver, BC.
Okay.
Vancouver, go to the Opus Hotel. Love the way they write, and I'm up there 3 or 4 times a year, and every time in the room there's 4 or 5 of these lying around, and so I pick them up and
Nice.
I bring them home.
I will say, everybody here makes fun of my handwriting because I send postcards and nobody can read them. I feel like my handwriting might be better when I use a ballpoint pen. Is that possible?
yeah.
And I don't use a ballpoint pen on my postcard. So, and if anyone's curious, I use a fine tip Sharpie because I find it doesn't run at all.
Have you ever written one in a pencil?
No.
That's weird, huh?
Pencil seems so impermanent. It seems like so like you want it to be removed.
Something nice about that, though, about the
It
impermanence.
is. Like, I do like writing with a pencil. It is nice.
I will say I've bought several large lots of vintage postcards, and often when you buy a big box of vintage postcards, several of them will be pre-written.
Oh yeah.
And it amazes me how many of them are in pencil
Oh, it's interesting.
and
Wow.
survive.
It's amazing
That's cool.
how many of those have made it to my house. Usually a name is crossed out and it says dear.
Dear Hortense. Do you... Oh, we want to thank Doris. Hey, Doris. We want to thank Eric asks. Okay. And we want to thank Eric. And we want to thank Father David. Hey, Father David. And we want to thank George Leroy, Tire Biter. Hey, Mark, are you a Fire Sign Theater person? Do you know Fire Sign Theater at all?
I have a couple records based on what I've heard, and I can't say I've gotten into it.
All right. Hey, listen. Fine. Moving on. Hey, guy who races against the hot rod asks, what things did you once dislike but now love?
Oh, wow.
Roy
Oh,
Orbison.
Roy Orbison for Pete.
Wait,
Yeah.
is this from Crystal Skull, or what is this from?
I assume that's from Crystal Skull. Guy who races against
I
the
was trying
hot
to remember
rod.
if there was a scene like that in
The
Dial
guy
of
who
Destiny.
races against the hot rod. I don't think that happens.
Yeah,
at
that
all
does
in
sound
Dial of
like
Destiny,
Crystal
does it?
Skull.
Well, it does happen at the beginning of Crystal Skull. And
Yeah.
It happens in American Graffiti.
I don't
It's the
think
very
he's ever.
beginning of Crystal Skull, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are they? Ain't nothing but a hound dog? Is that what they play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, that's a
I
good
feel like there's a
question.
lot. Oh, you know what? I have a sort of a blanket answer for this. There's a ton of stuff that I dismissed because it was popular, because it had just had stuff when I was like a teenager and MTV was happening. Like I couldn't be bothered with like most of what was on unless I thought it was cool. That makes total sense and no sense at all. But now I'm like Photographed by Def Leppard will come on. I'm like, this is one of the most brilliant, beautiful songs I've ever heard in my life. But at the time, I would always be like, skip the channel. I'll watch something else for 10 minutes until this song's over, whatever. I'll come back. Hot for Teacher was like that. I didn't care about Van Halen at the time, but now I hear, I'm like, oh my God, this is transcendent. Oh, holy smokes. So there's a lot of stuff like that I sort of dismissed because everybody else was into it and I was way too cool for school. But now that the hubbub has died down, I can enjoy it.
I think, my palate, I guess that word I wanted to say was palate.
Palate. Yeah.
My palate.
How's your palate?
My palate. I used to have a palate, and now I have a palate.
Ew.
And it's
You're
changed.
in your 50s.
Patron.
I have hatred coitus. And I like healthy food now. Which is
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have like black beans with with just tomato, pico de gallo on it or something. I'll be like, oh wow, this is delicious. Just black beans, delicious black beans. Or I don't know, like what are the like pickled carrots. And I'm like, oh, these are great. And it's really weird.
Arugula was one of those for me.
Yeah. It's just weird because
Smoked oysters.
Chili cheese Fritos was my whole thing. I love chili cheese Fritos.
Yeah.
Tom brings up oysters, and I've witnessed him and his son eating seafood. And
me too.
There is no
keep your hands to yourself.
Greater connoisseur of seafood than Tom's son Sam.
It is true.
Yeah, I watched him eat a whole lobster.
Yeah. Just it wasn't even like on the menu. He just found it and grabbed it and broke its neck and went to town. We're very proud of him. We also were there other people who needed to answer this? I forget.
No,
I wasn't paying attention to who answered.
That's a bunch of stuff.
All right. In that case, hold on to your tomatoes and hold on to your tomatoes. And we also want to thank ID10T and Indiana Joe. And it's Cantina Turner and James and Japanese visitors to the New York Transit Authority. One of these days we're going to do that movie.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Mark's on board. Maybe you'll be our Jerry for that too. If Jerry doesn't want to watch
Jerry
it.
may not end up watching that.
Yeah. We also want to thank Jasmine and Joe Dater. And John says, thank you and may the force be with you always. Excited for the new show.
Oh, love that. And
That's
a little extra in there.
See? Yeah. Just mixing it up.
It's nice that he didn't take out the old to throw in the new.
Yeah, I think he did 1 week, and we all freaked out that he was gone.
No, I mean, he
was gone.
He didn't remove. I mean, he didn't remove the "May the Force be with you" to add. Looking forward to the new show.
Right.
Yeah.
He wants to know that he is thanking us, and he does want the Force to be with us always. And he's excited about
guarantee he's codependent. He's just like, I have to show up and say this. I can't not say it. Really? And I'm like, yeah. And he's right. Yes, we do need it.
It's
we
true.
need to hear, and may the force be with you always. Yes.
We also want to thank Josh and just plain old Andrew and Kirby and Kevin and the Ragged Tiger. Speaking of things I would get sick of on MTV.
Oh, that's great.
And Liz with a little 3 and Lonesome Whistle Productions. Oh my gosh, Jerry, you love this question. You love this. Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake or Sherman T. Potter?
Wow.
Ooh.
That is really tough because most people would be like Henry Blake. I think because he's closer to the original.
Mm-hmm.
He represents sort of the old school, and just before before
He's friends with Mr. Drummond.
Yes, he's friends with Mr. Wow, he's friends with Mr. Drummond. But I did. They did a great job with Potter.
They did that a couple of times on that show, didn't they? They replaced Burns. With what's his name?
Honeycutt. Or they replaced.
They replaced Trapper John with Honeycutt, and they replaced Larry Burns
Mr. Burns with
Winchester.
the third.
Yeah, Winchester. Yeah.
And you know what they did?
My parents actually named their dog after Charles Winchester.
Wow.
That's why you had it on the tip of your tongue like that.
You know, it's like Blake was tall and gangly, and Potter was like maybe he was way into horses and not golf. And he was like devoted to his wife, where Blake was like a philanderer. They did it. It was a complete about face on that. Like everything about Blake, they turned right around.
Are there still character actors like Potter? Like, are there still people like that, or is that a thing of the past?
Oh my gosh, that was
I
great.
feel like
Wait, I want to do it.
But he felt like
character
a throwback
actors
to another
now
era.
have a little bit more like I don't know if there's like anybody who's just like that guy, one guy.
But a huge number of character actors had like that one. They had like one.
Yeah.
Their dial went to one.
They were the
Like,
drunk
they
guy,
had one
or they
thing.
were the pissed off guy, or they were the wimpy guy, or excuse me.
I guess I'll go Blake, but I don't know why.
I think I would go Blake too, because he's original. He's the first one.
Yeah.
And he died hysterically.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Sherman T. Like MASH, whether you love it or not, did go on a little long, and like everybody was just sort of like pals by the end, and it kind of got sort of glazed over. And so Potter and like Winchester are a little bit emblematic of that to me, sort of.
Yeah.
Like MASH sort of lost its way over after a while, or kind of got a little stale. But you can't say that about Trapper John and Henry Blake and Burns and everything. So I don't know.
Is that the only show that had a spin-off of a sitcom that was a drama?
No, I know the answer. I know the answer, Pete.
Wait. You mean what? Trapper John ND?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. Remember After MASH?
That was a drama.
Oh, was it?
No.
I don't remember it. Oh.
No, I
watched one episode.
Remember they had After MASH. And
But you're saying
well,
I've
Pete's
got one that
saying,
goes
like,
the
what?
opposite direction.
What?
Alice. Like it was
Alice.
the Martin Scorsese movie.
Oh,
Alice
yeah.
doesn't live here anymore. And then they made a sitcom,
Yeah.
Alice.
Wow.
That was
Okay, but the Mary Tyler Moore Show spun off Lou Grant, which was a drama.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I never watched Lou Grant, but I should.
I was like a kid, so I didn't care, but I bet it'd be awesome.
Yeah, I bet it would too.
Yeah. We also want to thank this guy named Mark Meeting You asks, what's in your back room? Oh, I don't want to know. I actually don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Wait, do it. Mark,
Oh my God.
do it. You got to
Where is
ask
he?
it in Mark voice.
Oh, yeah. Mark Meeting You asks,
What's in your back room?
that's great.
you never get to do that.
It's like watching
I'll
After
start.
MASH.
I'll throw this out. I love old movie theaters. I've grew up in a town that had a bunch of great old single screen movie theaters. I saw Raiders at an old movie theater with a double feature of Airplane multiple times because my mom would drop us off and we'd go see it again. But I often have these dreams where I am in a space that is theater-like. I cannot see the screen because it is around a corner. And
Oh, my gosh.
that is where you're seated. So that's
Gosh, I think I've had that dream.
yeah, I'm
Wow.
sitting and it's like there's some obstruction or it just doesn't make sense. So
Wow.
yeah.
I have a lot of dreams. I know this isn't about dreams specifically, but I have a lot of dreams that take place in really cool, like malls and office buildings and things like that with lots of escalators everywhere. And it's all very cool. And I don't know if in the dreams they're empty or not, if they're like sort of backroomish kind of thing.
So there's a whole genre of stuff, Tom, you might be happy to know.
Ooh,
where
already.
Like there are whole Reddit sub-communities of have you dreamt this? And one of the
really?
biggest one is
Wow.
people dreaming of malls with lots of escalators.
Yee! That's cool. Wow. And are they all insane? Are they all,
no, but it's
sick,
like,
awful
I think the
perverts?
original one of those was there, this creepy pasta stuff. There was one of this guy, like people put posters up all over the place. Have you dreamt this? And there was a picture of a guy. And people all over the country started phoning in, like, I've been dreaming of that guy. I've had dreams of that guy.
no.
There's this really creepy looking guy.
Oh, God.
And it was just like this super unsettling
I don't like it. You know what sucks? Speaking of back rooms, my back room probably does have a tall, lumbering, gangly creature lumbering around it. That kind of sucks. I don't like it. Jerry doesn't know how to answer the question because he didn't see the movie yet. But that's okay.
Yeah.
One of these days. We also want to thank Matt and Matthew and Mr. Randy. Best depiction of your hometown in TV or a movie. Oh, that's really good.
Oh, Bob Newhart
My town
show.
is famous for being in both versions of the Stepford Wives. And mentioned in
I was going to say Ordinary People.
Basically ordinary people.
Yeah.
Mine would be, I'd say Bob Newhart show or Blues Brothers.
Oh,
Mine's Singles or Sleepless in Seattle. Or The Parallax View.
Oh, that's a good one.
nice.
I'll go with, it was filmed there. It didn't take place there in the movie. In the movie, I believe it was Indiana, but I'll go with The Christmas Story.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Filmed in near west side of Cleveland.
this isn't exactly my hometown, but the next town over, the ice storm took place in New Canaan, Connecticut, and was filmed there. And I was actually there when they were filming it in the middle of summer, and they had fake plastic ice all over everything. It was weird and cool.
Oh.
And that's a good movie, and it's very, very 70s and very Connecticut.
The most recent Superman was filmed in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
Parts of it. Yeah. That's cool because Superman was he originated in Cleveland. Yeah.
That's right. That's fun. We also want to thank Nate and Natsuki Best Doki. And Neil asks, what is your favorite fast food movie promotion? Whoa.
Oh, that's good. Well, I mean, the Burger King glasses for like Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, that's it right there.
Yeah.
I shouldn't think about it anymore. That's really good. Yeah, that's perfect. There may have been some cool Happy Meal things here and there that were fun, but no, that was magical.
And I think like by the time they went to Return of the Jedi, you were sort of like, oh, we've seen all this before and it's cool, but it's
I guess
great.
I'll get these glasses.
Yeah, it's great, but
I'm not going to be crushed when this one breaks.
I think the Empire Strikes Back one were really sort of the peak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you like that more than the McDonald's Star Trek, the motion picture stuff, Tom? Or didn't Cheerios do a whole? I guess that's not fast food. I guess, but
still, wait, I'm forget. I don't know. I missed it. I was a kid. I wasn't paying enough attention.
Twinkies did too. Didn't Twinkies boxes have Star Trek: The Motion Pictures cards?
Oh, maybe. Wow.
There was for a brief period, Heartland cereal gave away guns.
What?
I'm just kidding.
I feel like there were a lot of them, but for some reason, the only ones I can really remember are the McDonald's Star Trek stuff.
Well, what about the McDonald's Monopoly?
The Burger King. Is that a movie?
McDonald's.
No, well, I'm just thinking of fast food.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Although
there was the whole Batman thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I really miss 7-Eleven every summer having collectible cups for their slushies from like whatever big, huge movie was going on at the time. They haven't done that in decades, and it's really sad.
There was that whole Dick Tracy. Was that a McDonald's thing?
Probably. Yeah, it was. It was actually, yeah.
You know, for some reason that seemed a lot bigger than was warranted.
What, the movie or the...
Yeah, just the whole thing. It's like...
I mean, yeah, they promoted it like it was Batman or something, and like little kids were going to care. But
for some reason, I think that's when I started to be really cynical. I'm like, wait a minute. They're forcing this down my gullet, literally.
I see the pattern.
Yeah.
I'm going to see a Backrooms tie-in, like a Taco Bell Backrooms tie-in or something.
Oh, my God. I don't.
I
don't want that at all.
Backrooms theme park.
Oh, my God. Half my arm stuck in a chair. We also want to thank No Need for the Alarm, but what was the best sleep ever? Oh, sleepover. Well, okay. What was the best sleepover movie memory? Mine was Tron.
Ooh.
That's a good question.
Ooh, it's a great question. The best...
This wasn't a sleepover, but for my birthday in like 1982 or 3, we didn't have a VCR and we rented one. And we rented with it. We got Poltergeist and Blade Runner and Being There.
Wow.
Which is an incredible triple.
What was Being There?
Being There?
Yeah.
You don't know Being There? You love that movie with Peter Sellers.
I never saw that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. You've got to see that movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I saw it like maybe 10 years ago for the first time because I remember it. Well, it was all over. Like we'd go see, was it the Pink Panther in the theater? And then Being There would be, I think, one of the trailers or something like yeah, around that time.
Oh, that Peter Sellers.
Oh, that you know,
get up to his antics.
But yeah, I saw it, and it is fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I don't know if there was any one particular standout, but I used to go visit Tommy in the summers. You're talking the mid to late 80s, but also the early 90s to the mid 90s. I'd go to Connecticut, and you would pick stuff out, and you'd be like, Jer, I swear you're gonna love this, and I'd be like, now I gotta watch something arty. But you would find movies like
it's called Down by Law. You're gonna laugh your head off.
Yeah. you would, we would go to the, and it was usually a movie you had already seen, and you're playing it for me, and they were always fantastic, like King of Comedy.
Oh, okay, there you go.
RoboCop.
Aw, see.
There's a whole bunch of them. That was like you would introduce. I mean, to movies, and what's the one face of what's the famous one based on the book?
That one,
yeah, one
guys
like black and white.
There's people in it. Oh
There's folks.
You said something that jumped out at me a lot more than the movie, though, is the memory of renting a VCR.
Yeah,
like, that's weird. Like you would go to the store, and they'd have like a suitcase. They would have like a VCR built into it.
They'd handcuff it to your wrist,
and you'd go home, and you'd have like all these connectors, and you'd connect it to your TV. That's weird.
I don't think we ever rented a
Atari.
VCR. Did you? Did you do that?
Yeah, we did that for
years.
my birthday.
Yeah. Wow.
Because they were expensive. Like at the beginning,
They were huge.
Were you a renter, Mark, or did you?
We had a VCR fairly early, and I would record a lot of stuff off TV. A View to a Kill was one of my first things, and there was something paired with it that I recorded off PBS that I never watched again. But in after college, I got into laser discs.
Oh yeah.
We have a great video store in Seattle that still exists called Scarecrow Video, and their ultimate goal is to have the best copy of every movie ever made. And and they are still around and kicking, and they're a nonprofit. But my college buddies and I, after we graduated, we rented a house in Seattle, and we would rent a Laserdisc player and bring it to the house with a bunch of Laserdiscs.
Oh, that's awesome!
Wow.
Yeah, and I still have probably I probably have like 200 laser discs, and I have 2 functioning laser disc players, and I will not get rid of them.
Nice.
I have, I have the Star Wars trilogy box set, all that, a few foreign films that you can't get anywhere else, and and things like that. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a Betamax?
Oh no. No.
Did anybody like that? It's amazing how rare those are.
Yeah. Get lost.
Yeah.
Although most people say it shouldn't have.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Had better quality.
Was it just that you couldn't get 2 hours on it or something like that?
I think it was their marketing. They just didn't. I think they didn't promote a mass consumption sort of model, and that's where VHS won over. Yeah, we lost.
Ain't that just the way?
Did you? How big were laser discs popular for? Because Tommy, you rode that wave for a little bit.
Not really.
You had some though.
No, Mark Heidemann had some. My buddy Mark Heidemann, and they were like the ones I think that were like it was in a cartridge. Like you would stick the thing in the thing and then take it out, and then
those were the RCA video discs. Those were actually they were like a record that when they opened up inside the machine, there was a needle that would actually read the content.
Oh my God. So it literally was not a laser disc.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, weird. Okay.
But I would say, Jerry, it was a really short window.
Yeah.
Period until DVDs came out. But the cool thing was, like, Scarecrow would import Laserdiscs from abroad, and they did not have what do you call it, like a Laserdisc in Japan would work on a Laserdisc player in the US. It wasn't where you had to have a PAL player or anything like that. So I had a Pulp Fiction Laserdisc while it was still in theaters in the US, and so I was
that's cool.
Pretty much, it had Japanese subtitles, but I was pretty much the coolest guy around.
Nice.
Wish I could still be that, yeah.
Someday.
Someday.
We also want to thank Not Short, Less Round wonders what it says about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull that Ox wasn't mentioned once while discussing the Return of the Jedi trailer. That is an excellent point. We did mention that earlier. And that's I think we know what it says. We also want to thank Obi Sven Kenobi. And we want to thank Orange B. Cooper and Pella and Pork Snorter House and Randall and real Michael Garibaldi, a.k.a. Johnny Flash.
That's great.
And Runebot, finally watch Raiders with my sons. And Russ and Sandy Nelson, let there be drums for bass drum.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Say more, because I don't understand.
Let me
Sandy
find
Nelson,
I have to find my
let there
palette.
be drums for bass drum. Kids these days with their slang and their phrases and their references to things that I don't
1961
understand.
instrumental composed by American drummer Sandy Nelson.
Yeah.
Oh. It's called Let There Be Drums for Bass Drum?
An early example of surf music.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks. Thank you, Sandy Nelson, Let There Be Drums for Bass Drum. And thank you, Sasha Sanguine Brainerd. And thank you, Scott, not Roseanne, the made-up Canadian Scott. How is 2026 now?
It is literally worse every single time you
I think you
ask
should
it.
cut it out, Scott, not Roseanne, the made-up Canadian Scott. You made your point. On the flip side, we do want to thank the real Scott Roseanne. Hey, Scott Roseanne. And Sean. And Steve Only Just Begun. And Sully rewatched the 1976 King Kong and wishes all the scenes were with Charles Grodin and Rene Auberjonois. You are not alone. I think every scene in every movie should just be Charles Grodin and Rene Auberjonois.
He has a great
Fantastic.
autobiography if you ever pick it up.
Charles Grodin?
Yes, I picked it up
I believe it.
college, and because I thought I was so smart picking up a autobiography after seeing Midnight Run, and it was him, and it's called "It Would Be So Nice If You Were Not Here." I think it's
I think I've heard of that. Yeah,
it's really good.
that's awesome. I should get that.
His hairpiece is on the cover and everything.
Nice. We also want to thank the Carlyles and Tim and Timmy Bricks and UK Dave and Wimpy Wampy Wampa. Me. And we also want to thank you. Will go to the Dagobah system on a cargo plane full of eyeball trees. And Mark, I have a question for you.
Yes,
Do you know what that means?
I believe we're coming up to the last.
Yeah, the last, but
Is he the least or not? Is he
no, he's not the least at all.
least.
He is the last. Some people can get confused. Oh, he's the last. He must be the least.
But
No,
sometimes,
not the least.
sometimes he's probably the least, right?
Last
Sometimes.
but not least. I have no idea what you're talking about. Because
Well, I got news for you. It's Zaction. We dined with Zaction, Mark.
Yes.
Some people might think that we made up Zaction, but we did not. He's a real guy, and he sat next to me.
And
at the table
he's
and
a
we
real
ate food.
Charles Grodin fan.
That's true. He is.
Oh,
He
I
came on here and we
wonder
talked
if he
about
knows
Midnight
that
Run.
book. I'm going to text Action when we're done with this. All right.
I'm going down a Sandy Nelson rabbit hole.
Oh no,
Yeah,
that sounds
that's
disgusting
great.
and painful.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
Hey Jerry, how's your Sandy Nelson rabbit hole? Perf.
How is it now? Getting better every day.
Hey, now we're going to talk about Return of the Jedi some more. So listen to that. This is the
I don't
longest
want to hear the
episode.
end of this. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Is that
Oh, sorry.
movie?
Okay. What?
Sounded like a new movie or something like that?
No, it's the third Star Wars movie.
Oh.
It's but it's not episode 3. It's a whole thing.
One thing you guys both brought up in Star Wars when they're in the conference room is when Marty gets choked. Is it Marty? Because
I think it
and he
is
gets
Marty.
and he leans over to you. Say it looks like he's eating a lemon.
It coughs up
Yeah.
a lemon, yeah.
He
Yeah.
coughs up a lemon.
So in this scene, when Han is defrosted and he bends his fingers, it sounds exactly like someone's taking a bite out of a crunchy apple.
Oh,
It's just the grossest
Yeah.
sound as
It
he's
is.
bending, like as his frozen fingers are
goes-
bending, and you hear it goes.
Gross. It's a nice kind
Yeah.
of simple effect. I remember, I spent 3 years wondering what this was going to look like. There's something's going to be neat and weird about how they get Han Solo out of carbonite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wonder what it's going to look like. And it's pretty simple, but it's cool. I like that.
So there's like a button
gently
that says
dissolving
different.
stuff.
It's like she
Yeah,
hits a button that
that's
says
weird, too.
defrost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's like popcorn, pizza, defrost, rewarm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Power.
I do kind of wonder. I guess if you had apply, I'm imagining going in there with the thermonuclear detonator,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I love that thing, by the way.
It is cool.
And one of the things I don't understand, she comes in, she's like, hey, I want to get the bounty on the Wookiee, 50,000, no less. And he's like, oh. He's like, why would I pay you that? And then she's like, because I have a thermonuclear detonator.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, well, that's kind of a strange negotiating tactic.
Yeah.
I mean, there
Kill
wasn't
us all.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
yeah,
a
yeah.
suicide attack.
It wasn't like there wasn't like a lot of as a guy who runs a business and I sell stuff, I have people trying to negotiate prices with me all the time, but nobody ever just after one pushback. No, I'm not going to do 50,000. They go, well, you should because I have a thermonuclear detonator.
I'll kill myself and your whole family if you don't sell me the single.
I do love that Max Rebo is so scared he covers his eyes.
Yeah, he's a scaredy
And
cat.
C-3PO
He's
goes,
not
he
into this.
accepts.
Yeah, he agrees.
Is that what it is? He agree?
Yeah.
It's just kind of weird. But why that and not a I just don't know why the negotiations took that turn.
And
And
it's
then
all just a
Jabba goes,
ploy to get Chewie into the palace. Why not just say 50,000? No, I'll give you 20. How about 15? You take a free Wookiee. I don't care. Just take them.
Yeah,
I just need him to be in the cell. Who cares?
Well, it has to be believable.
Right.
And then so Jabba goes, you're the type of scum, bounty hunter that, I'll give you 35,000.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, okay. And they put the detonator away. And then I'm just trying to imagine you're walking in there and you're like, I know Han is frozen. Did she know that he was sort of featured against the wall?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Maybe
Unless
that's what
got
Lando
them
was
some
doing there.
message,
Maybe. Yeah.
And they're sitting there, among everybody. You have to tiptoe through. It's got to be like it's kind of like a cold dorm in like a frat house.
A what?
Where just everybody's asleep in one room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I wonder if Pete, do you think it's like they have quiet hours at Jabba's? Like from 2 to 8?
And Leia just violated them.
Yeah, Leia violated them. And nobody else woke up. But Jabba obviously knew.
I don't know if anyone was asleep.
Yeah, they all seem pretty primed to pull back the curtain.
How did he
giggling
know?
and
Do
stuff.
you think Luke was so excited to be back? Like, local boy makes good. Like he's back at home as the big hero now. Do you think he blabbed a Cammy or Fixer or something? And he was going to go to Jabba's? Because someone
Probably
tipped him off.
Well, so how? My question is: so Leia gets, busted after she defrosts Han, and then Luke comes in, and he starts talking. And he says, he says to Bib Fortuna, take me to your master. And then what's fascinating, he goes, you've served your master well and will be rewarded. And I'm like, is that a lie?
He's just he's feeding him stuff to feel good about himself.
He's feeding him
Jedi
stuff to
mind
feel
trick.
good, but he says you're going to be rewarded for serving your master.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's a funny little extra line.
It is.
But
I like that.
Did Luke know that Leia was in trouble? Or does he
nobody
just show
came
up?
back, I
It
guess.
seems like he assumes everybody's in trouble. It's like Noah
So
sitting
what
out of the
happened
birds
if-
from the ark, and
what
they're not
happened
coming
if
back, so there's
Jabba-
no land yet.
What had
Yeah.
happened if Jabba agreed? I'm just trying to think about it.
Yeah, he would have bought
How
a
much
Wookiee.
did each
She
of
would have
the-
left.
How
Yeah.
much did each of the people know? That's what I'm
Well, you
asking.
did buy a Wookiee, and she stayed there.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then Lando's
she needs
there
to
the
stay
whole
there.
time.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Jerry.
Don't think
telling
too
you.
deeply about this.
Yeah,
We're just here to
okay.
have fun.
We're just
We're here
okay.
to see some
Okay.
Gamorrean guards get eaten and stuff.
Speaking of having fun, when Jabba pulls back the curtain and they're all standing there, Bib Fortuna has the most delighted smile on his face.
Yeah, he's having
and
a
it makes me
ball.
so happy. He just seems like he's having such a nice
Yeah,
time.
if you watch him the whole time, it's like watching Sam Wainwright in the background of like a scene in It's a Wonderful Life. He just keeps going, getting all excited. Like, whoa, did you hear that? Oh my gosh. Okay,
What do
now
you
I
think
have a
of-
really good question.
Oh, go.
This is a good Star Wars question. I've heard people like Leia defrosts him. He falls out. He's all weirded out. He's blind and stuff. I've heard Harrison Ford's performance here described as awesome, and I've heard it described as really stupid and weird. Which is it?
Well, the script says there's a weird line in the script. It says Han's eyes pop open with a start, and he begins coughing. The bounty hunter steadies the staggering newborn.
Weird.
And I think they gave him weird direction, which is it's a strange because it kind of describes he like kind of acts like a newborn.
Kinda. Yeah, I mean,
I think that Han Solo's acting when he's like kind of shivering, and his entire body is shivering is incredible and it's awesome.
Okay.
But I know what the people who are saying it's stupid. I have a little hard time with this. It doesn't seem Han Solo-y
It doesn't seem Han Solo-y.
It does, and I think it's probably appropriate that it doesn't.
Yeah, but it's appropriate. Yeah, but he's beyond vulnerable, and he's blind, and he's like, "Where am I?" And then you do see him talking to Jabba, and you see a completely different guy. He goes,
"He's kind of coming back." Yeah.
Yeah, he goes, "I'll pay you triple, Jabba. Don't be a fool.
Yeah.
You're missing a great opportunity here." And you're like, "Whoa, I've never you don't see Han so obsequious."
Yeah.
Right.
And it does make sense. It's very Star Wars adjacent, and yet I don't know how to answer that.
It's something we don't see from him a lot, which is
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And it doesn't mean it's wrong, but it doesn't feel right either.
I think what bugs me, I don't know if I think I like it. I think I do like it, but at the same time, I think about what somebody said about Hayden Christensen when I made them go see Attack of the Clones. And I was like, I don't know. There's some scenes where he's pretty good, right? Like, like when he's, I forget. Oh, like when he, when his mom dies or something. And my friend's like, he's just acting with his face. That's not real acting. He's acting. And I feel like Harrison Ford might be acting with his face here, like just doing stuff, like doing twitchies and things, and it works. But I feel like, I don't know if that's the Harrison Ford that. I don't think that's his skill.
He seems like an anemic. I mean, we'll watch the movie, but this is.
Oh, I'm sure he knocks it out of the park the rest of the time. It's gonna be cool.
Well, what about Leia's line? Like she's coming back for more punishment. Like he says, "Who are you?" And she says, "Someone who loves you."
Yeah, some sap who can't take a message.
Would you've liked it if he had said, "Oh, I'm someone who knows."
Yeah, someone who loves you. Yeah.
Okay, so Pete, is that a very George Lucas-y line?
Kind of. I mean, it's a nice nod.
Do you think it's a schmaltzy line, or is it, or is it a very poignant line?
I think it's all of the above. Like it's weird, it's schmaltzy. I kind of like it. It's kind of George Lucas.
Yeah. I give them points for wanting to harken back to "I Love You, I Know," but I don't think they did it right. I don't think it's. And I don't know if it's George Lucas or Lawrence Kasdan. I don't know who wrote that line, but I'm sure somebody does, and they'll let us know. But I feel like it's clunky. It's like as words, it's not something that somebody would actually say out loud.
It also makes Leia feel a little needy and un-princess-like.
Yeah,
because she was like, "I love you," then, and now she's kind of, "Oh, I still love you."
She should say something like, I'm someone who you fully snubbed as you were about to get put in the carbonite, you jackass.
Yeah.
Well, is it okay? So you got a guy. He comes out. He's just been born, right? At this, what do you call him? A newborn or whatever.
That's
he
what
is.
The script calls him.
Yeah, and he's blind, and she's cradling him, and she's she's giving him the most the softest landing possible.
Yeah,
and it is a very someone who loves you, and
it's very nurturing.
They immediately establish. It's her first line.
Yeah, unless you count.
Interesting.
Yeah. They establish a complete thing there, and the way she says it, all of a sudden her voice, it's Princess Leia's voice, and it like slices through, the movie sonically.
Yeah. It's interesting. I mean, and it makes sense that they gave Boush's voice to Pat Welsh, but it's.
It's like he's kissing E.T. Do you?
But in a way-
Is it just me, or do you always think of what the character's breath must smell like when people are kissing in movies? Like he must stink right
He
now.
hasn't brushed his teeth in like 2
No.
years, 3
Oh,
years.
yeah.
Or how long's it been? Have we decided how long it's been since Empire? Has it been
it's the
2
eternal
weeks
question.
or has it been 2
Yeah.
years?
Or do you?
I think it's been about a year or something, maybe.
But if he's frozen in carbonite, like, do you think his breath just smells like polar ice?
Oh, maybe. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Has
Oh,
he
like-
been like
yeah,
in
like
total hibernation?
Cool
like,
ice
is he,
mints.
Yeah.
or does it taste exactly what he ate an hour before he went into hibernation? Like nothing has changed.
Or does it freeze all the bacteria that are in his mouth too? So they're not really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or does it
Like
smell like
everybody's
apples?
metabolism is stopped or whatever.
Yeah.
For the most, you know.
I'm seeing 6 months, and I'm seeing a year of time between Empire and Jedi.
Yeah. Those both make sense.
Yeah.
What does Jabba mean when? So Leia gets dragged towards Jabba, and she says, "We have powerful friends. You're going to regret this." And Jabba says, "I'm sure."
Hold up. That is a weird line.
Which one? I'm sure, or you? We have powerful friends.
We have powerful friends. You're going to regret this. That. Although it's true, and although I could see that being like an appropriate bargaining plea, it's clunky.
I also wonder if
Does Jabba the Hutt not know they have powerful friends?
Well, also is she like, I'm an influencer? You don't know who you're talking to. I'm a senator. I'm a senator. Like is she pulling the? Do you know who you're talking to?
It kind of is, yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, so here's what's crazy. You have Bib Fortuna comes over and then he wakes Jabba up, and Jabba says, "I told you not to admit him."
Yeah.
And he's talking about Luke, meaning he knew damn well that Luke was going to show up.
Oh, yeah, so he does know those who these people
and
are.
he said, "Your Jedi silliness does not work on me."
Mm-hmm.
So he fully predicted all of this, so of course he knows who he's dealing with, right?
So
I
then
mean, I
she
guess he
says-
knows that Han Solo's friends are going to come and get him. Or try
But then
to.
he knows who Han Solo's friends are. But then
Yeah,
that also
yeah.
means that when she says you're going to regret this, and he says I'm sure, it means he's not being sarcastic. It means he's probably like, yes, I know I'm going to regret this.
Or he's
but my
like,
heart is leading
hey,
me to do this anyway because I love human women in bikinis.
I can't do a
Love
thing with him,
human
but I
women
just like looking at him.
I always do. It's always.
He's like me as a 12-year-old. He can't do anything about it, but he likes looking at him. Maybe I understand him more than I think I do. And by the way, when I say 12-year-old, I also mean 15-year-old, 20-year-old, 30-year-old,
53-year-old, 55-year-old.
55-year-old.
He brings it. He gets a tongue boner too.
Yeah.
He does, and he shows it to everybody. Why did they put that in the movie? I swear to God, I wish I had it here in the story conferences. They're saying, or either in that or like in Lawrence Kasdan's first script, he has dialogue that's more about like, "Oh, I see you like kissing. I like kissing too," or something like that, because he's just seen Han and Leia kiss.
What the hell?
I should run and find that right now.
Oh man.
Well, so
Yeah.
there's a Pete. I want to know right now. There's a scene, a very quiet moment, where Salacious Crumb is observing very, very intently observing Jabba's tail. And I'm starting to wonder, maybe that's not his tail.
Oh, Salacious Crumb was like, "Man, no wonder he's the Hutt. No wonder he runs this place."
What is that scene? I'm dead serious.
That's the kind of thing. Oh, by the way, we're not there yet. You're skipping an entire scene and a half. But when we get there,
I'm just excited.
I know you are. I like that scene, though. We'll get there. I like that scene. But first, Han Solo overacts with his friend Chewbacca, who's very happy to see him, and I feel good for Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What-
He
Han
like
says-
kind of grabs him and goes, "I know, pal, I know."
Yeah, that's nice.
It's
I like
nice.
seeing
It
that.
is
Yeah.
nice,
They're
but
buddies.
but
But
the one part I'll say that's really strange and clunky and not well done is he goes, Luke's crazy. He can't. He's a Jedi, and you're like,
Yeah, no, that's pretty rough.
But he says
It just-
everybody's. I'm out of it for a little while, and everybody gets delusions of grandeur.
Yeah.
And I can't figure out who else he's talking about. Like, who other than
really
Luke
good
has
point.
delusions of
That's a-
grandeur?
Leia
Is
thinks
he
she's a bounty hunter. Lando thinks he's a
Lando
skiff
thinks he's
guard.
a skiff guard.
Oh, it's
what?
ridiculous. You think you're
It's
a
a weird
prisoner?
line.
He's
Like, it's-
blind.
He's blind to everything.
I mean, he doesn't. Does he know? He knows Leia has a weird voice.
Yeah, he
has
doesn't
no
know
idea
she
what
was a
she
bounty
looks
hunter.
like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And
right.
then he doesn't know that Lando's a skiff guard.
Maybe the idea
And-
that Luke could consider himself a Jedi Knight
Yeah.
is just that blows everything away.
Well, what's interesting is he goes, Luke, like Luke can barely take care of himself. And then Chewbacca's answer is something like, oh, you've got it all wrong. He's a Jedi Knight now.
Yeah.
You know, okay,
And
but you
then
know what's
Han
weird?
goes, a Jedi Knight?
Yeah. What's
So
weird
Chewie-
is...
yeah,
Oh, no, I'm
Chewie-
sorry. Finish your thought. Go ahead.
I know he says something about that. Like, no, it's going to be okay because Luke's
Yeah.
a Jedi Knight now.
No, he told me. He showed me his Jedi Knight card and everything.
Yeah.
It's legit. Because, okay, Luke said, like, there's nothing... I went back and looked at the crawl. There's nothing in the crawl that says, like, Luke Skywalker is now a Jedi Knight or anything like that.
It's
So the first time we hear about
Yeah.
it... Well, okay, there is the deleted scene where you see... But even then, like, okay, yeah, he made a lightsaber, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's a Jedi Knight. But he calls himself one in the hologram when he's talking to Jabba. And now Chewie says that, like, Luke told me he's a Jedi Knight, so I guess he's a Jedi Knight. Like, do we assume, like, that makes it, like, either Luke is just, you know, he wrote Jedi Knight on his shirt and he's declaring that he's a Jedi Knight, or it sounds like he probably went back to Yoda since Empire and, like, did more training or something, but then later
Yeah.
on it sounds like that really didn't happen. It's a very weird jump that they make. It does seem to me, even after all these years and watching this movie as a kid and as an adult, it seems like Luke just decides to start calling himself a Jedi Knight.
No, it
and he really
does.
hasn't done anything between movies to
I
achieve
think he
that.
absolutely starts
I agree.
calling himself a Jedi Knight. I mean,
But that's
look,
a very
we all-
natural thing for someone to do. Like, who's going to stop me?
guess
I'm
it
like,
is.
well, I got to put in the time. I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, who else is a
I fought
Jedi
Darth
Knight if I'm
Vader.
not? Yeah.
No one else is going to fight Darth Vader.
It's not like Ahsoka's out there or Qui-Gon, you know, what, Biff Bam Bim or Snagglebutt or
Frank the
Well, so
Hut.
do you think that
Frank the Hut,
Frank
Mac the Hut.
Frank, that guy, he would repaint your car for $50.
Pick me an offer.
Frank the Hut. Did is Luke saying he's a Jedi Knight, and is he right? Because he did face Vader, or does he have to face Vader, or does he have to defeat Vader to
Well,
become a Jedi Knight?
when he says to Yoda later on, he's like, "Oh, then I am a Jedi Knight." Yoda's like, "What? You're not a Jedi Knight? What are you talking about?"
yeah.
So, and it is like in Empire. It sounded like the ultimate thing you have to do is face Vader.
Yeah.
And then in this one, the ultimate thing you have to do is face Vader. So it's like, oh my God, how many times do I have to face Vader? Maybe I should be.
Or
Just
does
a
he have
Jedi
to
Knight by now.
defeat Vader, or just face him?
The way he phrases it is, you must confront Vader. You must
Yeah.
confront him.
And
Yeah,
you must confront yourself, kind of, in doing so.
Yeah.
Sure, which all makes sense. But
Yeah.
like he just did that in Empire, didn't he? So maybe he is.
So
a
does
Yeah.
he lose? Although he confronts him in Empire, does he lose because he doesn't fully accept that Vader is his dad, or is he just kind of frozen in fear because he realizes the truth that Vader is his dad, and so he doesn't fight well, and he
I think
gets his arm cut off?
I think he was on the ropes before that happened. Before
Yeah,
he heard that
yeah,
he was his dad.
yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
it's mostly just a practical matter if he didn't get
so
enough
he
training.
didn't
and he
complete
wasn't
his
ready.
training. He didn't complete it. He
No, right.
left prematurely to save
Yeah.
his friends.
Yeah.
But he's in the phase, like, I know as much as that Yoda guy. There's nothing
Yeah.
that guy could tell me that I don't already know. Like,
That's what
You guys don't even know where Yoda lives, so he can't tell you that I'm not a Jedi. So I might as well be a Jedi.
I mean, he's rolling around. Granted, he's coming back to his hometown, but he's rolling around in Jedi robes and all this
because
stuff.
he's coming back to show everyone, hey,
Yeah.
you guys would look at me now.
Combed
I
his
mean,
hair.
the dude just had his hand
He
cut
looks
off.
exactly like when he takes his cowl off. There's a shot where he looks exactly like Julie Andrews in Sound of Music. It's weird. It's like he's got the same hair, the same piercing blue eyes. It's incredible.
Oh my gosh,
I love that.
that's amazing.
But this scene where he walks into the Jabba's palace is one of my favorite scenes in any of the movies. Like it's just badass, and he's dressed in black. But I never noticed before he kills both of the Gamorrean guards. With force chokes him, and they both grab their throats and they die. Or I don't know. They look like they die.
I don't know if they die. I think they just go maybe unconscious, or at least I don't know, incapacitated.
Like they grab their throats and fall to the ground. Maybe they're incapacitated, but it's very like Luke kind of going to wearing all black, and he's kind of going to the dark side.
I think there was a lot of talk about that, like we can push the idea that you really don't know. Maybe Luke's going to turn. You don't know how the movie's going to end, but like. That never worked for of course he's not going to turn to the dark side.
I wish they'd pushed a little harder, because I feel like it never did feel like it was in doubt, but I wish it did a little more.
Yeah.
But in the deleted scenes too, you also see him, like, we'll see a scene later where he's putting his glove on and he's got the robot hand, and there's a lot more like, he's kind of turning into Darth Vader.
Yeah. Well, that part that is like, that's like that's the danger. Like he told Ben and Yoda to shove it, and he went off to fight Vader, and he's being all hot-headed, and that led to him losing his hand. So yeah, he is physically turning into Vader. And they told him
he could go to the dark side. Like they told him he could fall to the dark side.
Oh, brat. Didn't listen. I love that when he's walking in, that one shot, like the door opening and him walking in, the music is like this weird synthy thing for like 10 seconds. That's like not in any other Star Wars movie. It's like just this weird like tone that it's I don't know that it's literally a synthesizer, but it's this weird vibration to it and stuff. And I remember it not being on the soundtrack record when I got it, and I was really disappointed. But yeah, it's a super cool, weird moment.
When he's I don't actually know what you're talking about. When first walk.
Yeah, like when the door is opening slowly, and you're seeing him down the long hallway.
Oh, it's kind of a Close Encounters.
It is kind of a little bit, yeah. It's very low and weird, and vibrating.
Yeah,
it doesn't sound like a
bassoon maybe and an oboe.
Yeah, it's cool.
How do you solve a problem like a job?
He looks like I'm not joking. It looks exactly like Julie Andrews.
That's hysterical.
Leia is Luke shows up, and Leia's kind of like, I don't know, she's kind of out of it.
She probably just woke up. It's a slumber party.
Yeah, I guess. But she's not like, she's just kind of staring at him. She's not like, she's not, which is maybe fine. I wonder what she's thinking. Is she being quiet on purpose because she's just like, you know what, Luke's just going to do his thing and it's going to be fine. Or
she's like, yes, Luke, I have a belly button. I never told you, but yes. Get over it.
My belly button's up here, Luke.
It is. Even as a kid who was all into seeing people in bikinis, I didn't quite understand what they were doing with Princess Leia in this movie, in this part. Like, it seemed odd to me.
Yeah.
Like my sister's in a bikini or something, or my aunt is in a bikini or something.
It did. You know what? I guess they did it because they're showing you how salacious Jabba is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's sort of like, that's
well,
not...
we kind of got that. He had a slight argument with a dancing girl, and he had her killed by a monster and turned her into a frog and ate her.
That's not Leia. Like, it's kind of like that's not Leia's undergarments.
Right, yeah. Have her fitted with a bikini.
Yeah, I assume Jabba fitted her with this gilded bikini.
Yeah, that's kind of... I never thought about that. Where did she get the clothes?
It makes me think a little bit of
one size fits all.
Like the Bantu Wind. Where they have like...
Oh, yeah. I'm not the first princess to be captured by these pirates.
He's got a couple of dresses in the captain's quarters, A couple of...
Leftovers.
Tom, I'm completely with you. And, the Burger King glasses... had Princess Leia in the bikini on.
Jerry watches all his movies through Burger King glasses. That's his point of view.
And it made you feel real funny inside your tum-tum
Yeah.
when you went to get you got the Princess Leia Return of the Jedi Burger King glasses,
Yeah.
and not just
Don't tell
not
my
just
mom.
the.
I like your
Well, you-
voice cracked a little bit when you said that. Too.
Burger King
We
glasses.
live in old times.
It wasn't the regular. I feel funny in my tummy. Burger King.
Mom,
feeling.
I drank too much Coca-Cola from my Burger King glass. I gotta go spend some time in the bathroom. Don't come looking for me.
I'm taking the glass.
You're looking at the glass and your tongue is coming out.
I'm sure.
There's a laces crumb looking quietly looking at your tail.
Don't look at me, Salacious. Trying to do something.
Dude, what is Salacious Crumb doing? It's like he's studying his tail. It's that scene.
Oh my god. I do like that moment. We were talking about the tail. I like the moment. I like it. It's. I don't get it. I don't know exactly what's going on. But it's the nice, quiet little moment that frog thing could have been.
Yeah.
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 You're kind of like, it does it. So does it I guess I'll use the word humanize Salacious Crumb. Does it make you feel connected with him?
A tiny bit, maybe. Yeah. Like, oh, he's not just a laughing hyena. He's like, oh, why does my boss have a tail? Does he ever use that for anything? What's it, why is it moving? Is he dreaming? Is he having a dream about something that's making him move his tail?
Or is he cat-like? Where it's like, something moves and they just have to fixate on it? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
And do you think, do any of these characters interacted with Luke before? Or do they know Luke from Uncle Owen's farm? Or does anyone, have they met him in Mos Eisley or in when he's picking up some power?
Tell your Aunt Beru I said hello.
How far is Jabba's palace from Luke's, Uncle Owen's homestead?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, they're in 20 Mule Canyon in both, right? So it seems like they're.
What did Peaches say?
I have no idea. I think he's talking about Skiff
talking about
Guards
Death
and
Valley.
Ula.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I swear to God, I thought that was a Star Wars term.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! So that's a Earth California term.
Stop
Jerry
using
Ryan,
Earth or Star Wars terms while we're talking about Star Wars.
But they have the same location in Death Valley in both.
Oh, okay.
When it's close to home and when he's close to
20
here.
Mule Canyon, is that it? 20
I
Mule.
think yeah. So it seems like the fact that the cave. Well, I guess that's a deleted scene too. But it seems like where R2 and 3PO are is right close to where Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru were.
Oh, weird. Okay. I get that impression from the comics that my son has told me about too, you guys. But it's not crazy far.
12 bindle sticks
Yeah.
away. Yeah,
like
it's
this
like one skiff guard ride. If you Uber a skiff guard.
Oh, hey, we were questioning this last time, I think. We got ahead and we were talking about Luke saying hi to Jabba and trying to make a deal and stuff.
Yeah.
One thing in that story conference thing is George Lucas does say that Luke goes in here thinking that, hey, if he can't make a deal with Jabba, fine. He'll just take his friends and leave. But he assumes that's not going to happen, and he needs to, for some reason, get everybody to the Sarlacc pit. Like that's his game. That's his main game plan, is to get them all captured and get them all in the right place at the right time somehow. And I don't know why. Is his plan to kill Jabba with the Sarlacc or something?
Or is that
It doesn't make any sense to me.
does he?
It's like the gun was never invented. Just
Well,
shoot
he
the guy.
does-
Well, he tries to shoot him with
does
a
try.
laser pistol. Yeah.
Try
So
harder.
what happens if he does that? He pulls. So imagine that he reaches for the laser pistol. He shoots Jabba. It goes beep 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 beep. And let's say he kills Jabba.
You killed him.
Yeah. Then what does he do?
Then, he
I mean,
declares
would
himself
everybody-
Emperor of Tatooine.
Yeah.
My first decree is that my friends get to go home.
Right. And
But
then
if he's
does he,
going to
who
do
does
that,
he
why
leave-
doesn't he just come in and lightsaber everybody?
Yeah. Pete, I
And
don't know.
would he anoint Bib Fortuna to take over?
Oh, maybe.
Who's
God,
the
does that
second
happen
in
on
command?
the Boba Fett TV show?
Was
Would it
there a
be
Boba Fett TV show?
Yeah, there was, Pete. And you know
Was
what?
it
It
a
wasn't
cartoon?
very good. No, it was a
When was
live
it?
action thing. It was between seasons of The Mandalorian. It was like 3 years ago.
Oh, I thought it was something. I think we were talking about something old. Oh,
no,
that doesn't.
I wish I was talking about something.
Well,
old.
I've got a question that's been bugging me. So I'm assuming this is Luke's first trip back to Tatooine.
Yeah.
Did he go tell Biggs' parents that Biggs died?
Oh my God.
Saving him? Gosh,
he really should.
He should. Like, I wonder if. Yeah, like I wonder.
I mean,
if
he
that's
joked about like talking to Cammy and Fixer or whatever. I think that should happen.
Well, that's a big deal. Like, that was his best friend, and he must have known their parents. Like, they must have had like sleepovers at Biggs' house and known their parents.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like he had to have gone to tell them.
Yeah,
Wow.
like they probably got like the medal from the rebellion or whatever. Some official came and gave him a thing. Hey, your son died bravely. But Luke's gonna want to say like, hey, no, not just he didn't just die. He saved me. He didn't bail out when I told him to. He didn't pull up. But damn it.
Actually, you can't give them the medal though. I just thought about that because if you give them the medal, then the Empire knows they're also Team Rebellion and then they're in danger.
Right.
So
yeah, oh my gosh, that's true. They have to wait until they win, and then there's retroactive medals all over the place.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what do they do with their because you can't really show off your medal.
Right.
It's
I
like
guess
a
if you're
secret
Luke
medal.
Skywalker or Han Solo or Princess Leia or somebody, it's your face is your medal. Everybody knows you're part of the rebellion, so you might as well wear it. That's why they only gave those 3 or 2 or whatever it was. Yeah, so it doesn't go well. Luke falls in the pit.
Yeah.
He falls in the pit with a Gamorrean guard.
Yeah. The red shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of the I feel bad for it. Like all of his buddies are like laughing and placing bets on where he's
life
gonna live.
is cheap.
That's what we've learned.
I have a weird is he picks a classic like King Kong or just monster movie thing. The Ranker picks up the pig guard and he eats him, just gobbles him up. Is that where does that rank in like the gruesome things that happen in like the original trilogy?
Oh, good question.
Because it's not gross, but it is
what is creepy is that you see the hand
sticking out of it before he gulps it
sticking
down.
out of the Ranker's mouth, and then he goes, "Oh!"
Well,
and so you're like, "Oh, yeah, it is." I mean, it's a little bit like Quint getting eaten.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah,
but it's got a very primal kind of like that could be from the Odyssey, like that could be 3,000 years old, like it could be,
or it could be your cat with a mouse or something.
Yeah,
it's like I'm a bigger thing. I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah,
but it's like is that grosser than like Walrus Man's arm or like or the Tauntaun getting sliced open or something? Yeah, there's no blood, but it's
if
like he goes face first into the Ranker, and there's the hand.
It'd be like blood like flying onto the camera lens. It'd be. Yeah,
there's something gratuitously gross about the hand.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, well, okay, I wouldn't say gratuitous, but it is surprising that they go to the length to show that detail.
Yeah,
that's true. But it's effective.
Here's a weird thing though. In the special edition, they
Oh, I'm tired.
The screams never stop.
To me, the weird thing is the scene's exactly the same, but they CGI the Rancor. And
you're kidding.
He looks like he moves the same kind of slow way, but it's like he's a little more cartoony looking.
Like throughout the whole scene, they just replace him?
I think so.
That sucks.
I mean, I might be wrong, but it seems like they did a CG version of the
Oh, that's
Rancor.
stupid. Well, this is one of the best effects in the whole trilogy. The Rancor is one of the best. Like
the puppet.
Perfectly, like they tried a suit and it looks stupid and they didn't do the suit. They're like, no, please let's do a puppet. It'll be awesome. And they did it, and it was awesome.
Also, this is saying it's not maybe they just cleaned. Maybe the special edition they just cleaned up the image.
Oh, that could be
because it looks.
I see. I'm looking at I mean, I'm going to go with the beautiful eye alert for the Rancor.
Yeah,
it's got really nice. I'm watching this. I can't tell which. It's very. What's interesting is they do a lot of King Kong vibes where you see Luke and then the Rancor comes into the screen and it's like his arm and his leg and his back or whatever.
Right.
And it's very movie. It looks very sort of 1950s serial.
No, it does. That was the charm. They did So okay, I'm seeing another thing. They did use like motion smoothing, and they smoothed out his motion, so he's a little less charming. Like he's a little less like it's the jerky stop motion that I think makes him much more charming in the original.
Yeah, and it's not that jerky. It's like it is like the 50s kind of monster movie thing, but done extremely well.
Yeah. Well, it's like Harry. What's the guy? Harry Harryhausen. Yeah.
There's a weird,
it's a weird thing. The special edition.
Luke hides in this under this little like ledge, and then the Rancor goes to like scoop him up, and he hits his like fingernail with a rock.
Right, a really big rock.
Yeah, and the Rancor's like, no!
Oh, what's happening to me? Why a rock?
Did he have like, cellulitis under the... Yeah, under the thumbnail or something? Like, did he have an infected hangnail? Yeah, how did the Rancor get that injured by Luke just... I don't know. Maybe that's his Achilles heel, his nail.
Yeah, Luke just discovered that.
It's interesting that Luke's a lefty.
Oh, weird!
Like when he throws the skull, he uses his left hand.
Ah,
weird.
So when I saw this as a kid, I was convinced that the Rancor keeper coming in and sobbing was comedy. Mm. And when I watch it as an adult, it's pathos, like it's really tragic.
Yeah.
And I'm curious if it was meant to be comedy in the original, or if it was meant to be tragedy. I don't know. As
a kid, I saw it as like, oh, isn't that funny that those guys love the Rancor and they're sad about it?
Yeah. And it's there's this big tough looking guy.
Yeah.
And it seemed funny, but now it's just like, oh, that's really sad.
I remember Roger Ebert singled that moment out in his review for the movie. And he's like, this is why Star Wars is cool. It's like little moments like this where, like everybody loves somebody. Like that big, crazy, sick monster means something to these weirdos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's it goes a little bit along with the brutality of life. You're like the Rancor, you're like, oh, the big evil Kraken, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, that's the last thing you're expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
is for the guy to come in and start weeping over the death of this Kraken.
Yeah,
but we all sit there and laugh, certainly as kids, and certainly you're like, it is funny, but I think, Pete, you ask a good question. It's actually pathos. It's actually, it's actually very much not funny. It shows the complexity of life.
We see a big scary monster, but those guys, that's their pet. And
hey, you don't know
the
Gamorrean guard is the Rancor's last meal.
Right, he didn't know that either. He would have chewed more slowly.
And there's a thing you're like, if you go down that, you're like, so was the Rancor there by choice?
Oh yeah.
Was he hired?
Mm-hmm. Was he just captured?
He seems like he's or is he a captive?
Is he a captive? And he's kind of like Gladiator. He's just there to surprise. Like, are you not amused?
Just one more. I need two more notches, and they'll release me.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. My debt to Jabba will be paid off. And also, you know what? It's not just the guys crying over him. The sound that the Rancor makes.
Yeah.
When he's like he's kind of trying to squirm under the thing, he lets out this like kind of dog-like kind of gruff
really
whimper.
Sad, yeah.
You're like, oh my god, that poor guy.
He lifts his head just a little bit before he collapses. It's like, he tries so hard.
He does, and it is really sad. I mean, first, like Luke finds his Achilles nail.
Right. He's had a horrible day.
Yeah, he's like,
he had to eat a pig guard.
Yeah, and he had he had the toothpick bone stuck in his mouth. I mean, that's gonna leave a mark.
Yeah,
and he's glad he's dying now. He's having a horrible day.
You do see it, and you kind of go, "Oh man, there's something very enormous about his passing."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's cool about it is if there weren't those little notes and there weren't the guys crying over him, you wouldn't miss that at all. There's like no reason for that to be in the
I
movie,
agree.
but it's awesome that it's there.
It's a really nice touch. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a complexity to the dynamic on the entire sort of Jabba's palace. We did that. It's a little bit deeper. It's not all black and white.
Yeah.
Maybe it is a little bit more with Jabba, or I don't even Salacious Crumb takes a minute.
He could be the man behind the throne or something.
You catch him in a contemplative moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe this is how I'll kill Jabba.
But there
through
is a
the
man
tail.
behind the throne, and the man behind the throne looks like he's a replicant from Blade Runner. Like he's got a white fur coat on
Oh, weird.
and no shirt.
Wow.
Well, so let me ask you, Pete, how many of the people that we've seen since this movie began, this whole Jabba part began, how many of them want to be there?
I think a fair number, just from the scene where Squid Face puts his hands on his belly and throws his head back and laughs when the when Ula falls into the pit, and like the Cher red jumpsuit lady runs over and laughs. Like some of the people are just cruel and are happy to be there. I think.
Yeah.
So but I feel like some of the people are probably like some of the dancing Greedo, or some of them might just be there because they like music, or they're paying them to be there.
Let me ask you, like, Tommy, do you think this is just sort of like their version of Goodfellas? What it's like to be in the
100%,
mob.
I think. Yeah.
They've signed up for this life in the mob,
Yeah.
and they all have an understanding of
And a lot
how
of
it's
them-
going to go.
And a lot of them could be like, whether, to your question of whether they want to be there or not, and like some of them could be laughing because Jabba the Hutt is basically Tommy or something. Like, oh God, I better laugh at what Jabba's enjoying. I'm totally. Oh my gosh, that was great,
funny?
Jabba. Did you see that guy go? Oh my gosh, he got all eaten. I'm having a great time. You bet.
Yeah.
Keep the wine flowing. This is fantastic. Please don't
But
beat
you
me
know
up.
that, like, Sized Noodles or take any of those other people, Salacious Crumb, they're not going to go out and work at Best Buy.
No.
Well, think about this.
This is the life they've chosen, and they talk about, like, on Goodfellas or Casinos, like, we were mobsters. This is who we are. This is the life. We knew what we were doing, and there's no way in hell we're going to live any other life. And
everybody else was suckers.
They're suckers. So you've kind of signed up
weren't just
for
suckers.
this.
It was like Luke talks a lot in the first movie about how there are no opportunities on Tatooine. So this is probably your only chance for some advancement.
Yeah.
Like if you grew up here, this is like some of those people had to have gone to high school with Luke. Like he has to walk in there and say like, oh yeah, that guy's wearing a leather jacket he was on the football team. That guy
took my lunch money.
But I guess it's all relative. It's like if you live in Jabba's palace, is that the advancement?
Well, it probably is in your mind, is since you grew up as a kid, like, oh, those guys are tough. Those guys are mobsters. Those guys are
those
they
are
live
the
in
guys
Jabba's
they
palace.
walk into the cantina and everybody parts.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, they just see that. They don't see there's a downside to this.
Like, what are you going to be? So, do you think like Uncle Owen gets visited as the moisture farmer, and they're just like they come around asking for the weekly by the muscle, like the weekly protection.
You can I can totally see a Goodfellas kind of like interaction between gangsters from Jabba and Uncle Owen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he seems like the kind of guy that gets mad and I'm not paying your protection money.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Banding together with some other moisture farmers.
Yeah.
I am like some kind of Shane guy.
Yeah. Named Boba Fett. There's one more, the Ranker getting killed. This just reminded me when the door lands on him. Every time I watch this movie, it reminds me that as a kid I gave in to the dark side and I bought and read cover to cover the Marvel comic book adaptation of Return to the Jedi before I saw the movie.
Oh,
wow.
Really?
So I knew everything that was going to happen, and I was waiting for this moment because in the comic book, when the door lands on his head, there's just like the tiniest little blurb of blood out of the back of his head. I'm like, oh, is this going to be really gnarly and gross in the movie? I'm like, oh, no, there's no blood at all. Oh, okay, all right. I guess that makes sense. It's a Star Wars movie. But, yeah, I spoiled the whole movie for myself.
That's crazy. Was it really that much like it?
It was a lot like it, yeah. There were tiny little dialogue differences, but, Yeah, that's
Was
about
the
it.
novelization out before the movie too?
I think it must have been. They
It was
usually
for
were.
Star Wars, I know. I don't
And it
know
was
what-
for Empire, too. Because I
Okay,
didn't
so
give
fun.
in that time. I had my hand on it at Stoller's in Darien, Connecticut. And I was like, I
Really?
could read this right now. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'll see the
That's
movie next week.
amazing.
It's crazy how much different things are today. Like, can you imagine? Like, they try so hard to keep that stuff under wraps, and like
Yeah.
in the 70s and 80s, they're just like, oh, go buy the book a week before the movie comes out.
Entertainment. Go nuts, kids.
Did you read any of the novelizations?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think in 7th grade, I said that my favorite author was... I think I said
Alan
this
Dean
before.
Foster?
Or the guy who wrote the Jedi one, which is like not James Caan, but somebody Caan or something. Somebody corrected me on the Crusade because I said James Caan. What if he's on the shelf here? No, I don't know. But no, yeah, I totally read those things. They're like the only things I read at the time. They're kind of good.
I really liked the side ones, like Han Solo at Star's End, or
Yeah, those are cool.
it is James Caan.
It is James Caan. Oh, but it's spelled differently, right? It's like
K-A-H-N.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caan!
Yeah. He wrote the novelization for Poltergeist, Return
I
of
read
the
that.
Jedi, Goonies, and Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
No wonder he's my favorite author.
I would have pictured Tom Taylor reading the novelization of Goonies.
I did not read the novelization of Goonies, but I did read those other ones, definitely cover to cover. And it's funny because, like, yeah, I read Poltergeist.
Oh, wow.
It's
Wow.
messed up. There's some, like, the guy rips his face off. Like, that's like the least of the things that happens to him in that book.
Wow.
It's really weird. Yeah.
It's interesting because those always had the deleted scenes too, because they hadn't been deleted yet, or they often
Right,
had deleted
yeah.
scenes.
And Star Wars has, like, the full story of the prequels, basically, in, like, the first 2 pages. Like, it fully gets into,
really?
like, goes all in on, like, you know, Palpatine rose through the ranks and, you know,
Really?
connived
Oh, wow.
and, yeah. It's amazing.
Wow.
All part of Sheev's plan.
I'm quiet.
Yeah, we're all quiet
Yeah.
because I think we're done.
I'm just studying my tail.